Sweet. Are you jumping into play there, Hammock? Is that your plan?
Kinda, sorta, maybe.
Okay. I will jump on the South Solus map with you then. Seems like you don't have the Syrias. I don't know what Nuss was talking about though, because the other servers don't even seem like they're online right now.
Hmm.
So it doesn't really matter what server they use. Who the hell is Shazzer?
Isn't that pretense?
I don't know. There's a guy in the South Solus server called Shazzer.
Oh.
No idea. Not important. Sinks, do you use like a UFC tablet app or anything like that?
No.
Just do the old-fashioned clicky. Been nice. Test.
Roll left, roll left. Flight controls. Flight controls.
Request rearming. Copy.
Flight controls. Flight controls.
After 40 years in a wheelchair, it was so good to be floating free. Floating free. Floating free.
MiG-15s? What the fuck?
Rearming complete.
There's 5 MiG-15s on this server just flying around. That seems so crazy. There's 5 MiG-15s on this map. you dropped retarded bombs in this before?
Yeah, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not that hard.
Assuming it's the same thing as dropping regular dumb bombs.
Yeah, retarded bombs you typically do level flight somewhere between like 400 to 600 feet above the ground, and then you just like ripple them off.
400 to 600 feet above the ground, eh? It's not
I
very
don't know
high.
what they're gonna teach us. Yeah, I know.
What's the purpose of dropping them so low? Just because they're
Just
not
the
going to have...
parachutes enact and they just end up
Yeah.
falling straight down.
That makes sense.
I mean, CCIP should properly calculate no matter where you drop it from, or your attitude of attack, but
Yeah. But whether it does or not is a different story entirely.
you're just like typically supposed to have more or less level flight target and drop them pretty low. Guess it depends on the type of attack you need to do.
That makes sense.
Altitude. Altitude.
How often do we carry sparrows on the F-18?
Not very often.
Because I have great news. I have reprogrammed the rotary switch
Splash,
for
one in the
load on the X-52 to switch weapons.
Nice.
Altitude. Altitude.
Whether it works or not, I don't know.
Altitude. Altitude.
Hello.
Oh, there's finally.
Greetings and salutations, museum patron.
Museum patron? What? What are you talking about? Are you on drugs?
Maybe.
Shazzer Pretense. Let's go.
Shooting down defenseless helicopters.
Just as God intended. What the Hornet does best.
Shooting down defenseless hips. Yep.
Fly out
Oh,
of
I mean-
distance with me.
All
mean,
those senior citizens.
Is there really any other way to commit a war crime but in a multi-million-dollar fourth-generation fighter?
Yeah, the guys at Abu Ghraib did it with their hands.
Ooh.
Ew.
Wait, what? I missed something.
Abu Ghraib?
Yeah, what's that?
That was a prison in the early days of the Iraq War where a bunch of people, like a bunch of MPs got relieved of duty and
Oh.
dishonorably discharged for like, beating
the fuck out of prisoners?
No, not dishonorably discharged.
They weren't?
There was maybe one or two. Dishonorable discharges for like serious shit, and sometimes murder is not it.
It's true.
Nice meme. Based
There's
America.
if there's one thing I learned in basic training, it's that murder is that bad if you say so.
Depends on who you murder.
Hiya, Sinks.
Shalom, brother. So
Altitude.
this airbase to our northeast did the silly little thing where, as I was going in to wipe out some of the stuff, a helicopter landed and respawned the fan song, or not the fan song, the flat face, and it fucking killed me.
So we gotta go kill it. Extra. good.
Yeah, I've got some harms and I got my bunker busters again.
But,
Bust extra hard all over the bunkers.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
Hiya.
Oh wait, we have weaves here, don't
No, we're just busting their bunkers. I don't fuck with that weeb shit.
we? Ray Parker Jr. stuff.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure
We're
Sinks
blowing
is
up
like
the
the-
weed bunker.
biggest anti-weeb you could meet.
Correct. It's a lifestyle. It's I hate people like weebs.
It's a hate-hate relationship.
Yeah, I'd say so. They don't like me because I call them mean names. I don't like them because they're fucking weird. Pretty equal.
It's a equitable relationship. Yeah.
Altitude. Altitude.
Alright, give me a moment. I'm gonna put this brick on my head.
Talking about being bricked. Sheesh.
Fucking VR headsets.
Let me see a booty work, booty work, booty work.
God, that song is old.
Yeah, it is.
Left foot, right, right. Or it's left cheek, right cheek.
Left cheek. Yeah.
Start the left
know
hand turn.
There's another song that is left foot, right foot. It's
Oh, Lil Wayne.
yeah.
Lil Wayne.
T-Pain performed at halftime at the AFC Championship
Oh, yeah.
the other day. It was pretty good. I was fucking hammered and loving it every second.
Fuck is it?
And then some
Buddy
dumb chick sitting next to me had the audacity to ask me if I was
Buddy
even,
Spike, where you
if
got
I even knew who T-Pain was, because apparently he wasn't in my era of music, and she was like 7 years younger.
Bro,
That shit
shut the
didn't-
fuck up. I would have fucking.
It's okay, she got super hammered and lost her balance and fell down 2 entire rows of seats.
God damn.
Face first. And I would have helped, but I was too busy pissing in a beer bottle.
Still spiking
so
me?
I couldn't.
Damn, pissing in a beer bottle in a large crowd?
I had a poncho on, it was raining. My buddy and I kept putting on and off what we called the piss poncho. It was huge.
The piss poncho? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. We had a bunch of beer bottles, we'd throw on the piss poncho and just piss in our empty beer bottle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Gross.
He brought one that was like big and olive drab, and I had a clear one that one of the girls that I'm friends with gave me for free. I was like, it would be so funny if I
Take a piss
didn't
with
like
the
if
clear-
I was
with the clear one?
if I was blind or something and didn't know that mine was transparent and just like pulled my dick out.
Start pissing.
It's so funny. Oh,
Alright,
man.
I'm aligned. What waypoint are we going to?
39.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Literally. I'm surprised that as far as I know, there's no way to do like a steer point punch in.
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Would. It's
Oh,
kinda
wheel
scuffed,
chocks?
it doesn't exist. Yeah, that SA2 is still active. I've got some harms in self-defense or self-protection mode. For when we get up.
So go. Someone just killed a fan cell.
Nice saddle.
Are we good?
Trying.
No, it's still up over there. There might be a couple. So
Couldn't find all
33
those tanks in that
has
city back there.
the fan song and a command center that needs to be bunkered by someone.
Well,
and
I got that
8.5.
Heinz, that last Heinz that
I
you
think
flew by.
it's a
I got
command
him
center,
with
but
a
there's some buildings on it.
with one of my AMRAMs in Bulldog.
Yeah, Roger. That was the third one. I already shot down 2 other ones.
I don't know what's up with those things. I put an entire gun clip into one of them and it still didn't take it down.
Yeah, it managed to evade a sidewinder, so...
Want to do a 2-ship takeoff?
Oops.
Boy, do I.
There's 2 frogfoots on the tarmac.
Just
The
way back there in the back,
destination.
there's a bunch of barracks. And it's got a whole bunch of troops out in front of it. So it's been a while since I've done some long range stuff. So I fired off some
Do you have harms at all?
slam
Just-
ERs
I
and
have, two,
all of them.
I have the same loadout as you.
JDAMs took out a
I
few troopers.
don't.
Nice.
You tentacle.
What about the tentacle?
Tentacle porn.
You tentacle. I haven't looked.
I'm gonna
Did
peel
you
off
look
and
at the
go
mission
bomb some
list?
stuff.
at all?
Take
No.
yours.
Do that real quick.
Good hunting.
Kill 11.
As you could probably see, I am completely Winchester.
Oh, there's a
It looks
strike
that
to
way.
kill 1 building. This
The mission code?
is 4241.
You say you have a strike for 1 building?
Yep.
Jesus.
Seems like a waste because we're gonna get 4 buildings.
Smoke in the air. The fuck?
That's ours.
Yeah, where's it going?
North. 2 ship of frogfoots in the valley north. Right. Spawn up.
Time.
Eight.
Hammock, did you get loaded in?
Yeah, I just got the headset on my head right now. Starting up DCS.
I'm gonna stay on burn. Got a lock.
Going burn.
Why am I not cycling? Never mind, I'm coming off burn. 450. Going mill. Come on, that's not...
That's a radar contact in front of us.
Yep. I'm throwing one. Magnum. Oh, fuck. That was
What?
at our base. I'm retarded. I am so fucking stupid.
What did you
Well-
just launch an AMRAM at?
Our Hawk. Not an AMRAM. It's a, one of my harms. I thought I'm fucking stupid. I didn't look at the
I
map.
see the SC-25's 11 o'clock. Rolling in on him.
No, don't do it.
Looks like they're both down.
That just happened. Yep, I just killed our Hawk search radar. God damn it.
You do this.
It was an accident. Oh fuck, there's a MiG-25 coming off
Yep,
on our
I
tail.
see it.
Alright, I'm gonna try and get one off on this SA-2 and then I'll swing around. Magnum?
25 just hit the deck.
Alright, I'm popping to you.
Looks like we're clear.
He's over Damascus right now. He's at 35,000.
Oh. Okay. I'm looking for him. I don't see anything. You said 35? Angels 35?
Yep.
Okay, I see him on my SA.
Probably shouldn't be chasing down a MiG while we got 4,000 pounds of bombs strapped to our pylons, but
I got a lock.
it's pretty far. Different Hawk just engaged him. He's down.
Alright. Where are you at?
Why not have... Motherfucker, dude. I do this all the time. I forgot to put a teapot on. I'm overflying in between Altamiro and Damascus. I gotta do a manual input for this. And my fucking harm distance target. Go fucking G. I gotta do pre-plan.
Are we going to Psych Qual? Is that the target?
No, it's... Yeah, Sequel, yeah. If you're able to take out that fan song, that would be great.
Yeah,
I'm punching
gonna
it.
give it a shot.
Alright, pre-plan, set up for the command center at Sequel.
So we're definitely gonna miss.
How dare you?
Alright, I'm getting some altitude to launch this harm from.
There's another Frogfoot 2 ship between our base.
No.
I'm gonna try and get this. I'm gonna be so uneven. I'm gonna try and get this bunker buster out, and then I'll dive down.
Magnum. Switching back A to A to hit the SU-25s.
I
Fox
launched
3.
it. Fuck. I'm not gonna be able to get in the zone. I got turn and burn. And I'm down. Fuck my life, dude.
Get blown up.
Yep. Just as he took out the...
Fox 2.
It's fine. I'm coming back with the firepower of the American healthcare system.
Everybody, explosive diarrhea.
I'll find out why this shit ain't free.
Ah! He got me. That's surprising.
Damn. The Frogfoot killed you?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Don't tell people that.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Got blown up by Frogfoot?
No.
Oh, okay. Must be mistaken.
Yeah. Bad info.
It's fake news.
The fakest.
Well, that sucks.
What sucks? What happened?
You know how you can switch on to hand tracking instead of controller tracking?
Sure.
Yeah.
Can't do that with Questlink.
Oh, for the wireless thing or whatever?
Yeah. Well, not just for the wireless thing, for with wired or wireless.
Sounds like Big Brother's keeping you down.
Not exactly. It's just a little glitch.
A wee little glitch, is it?
Aye.
taking more harms just in case.
All the harms. Drop all the harms on the peoples.
War crimes.
Well, I still have a bomb left. What? I can't. Anything I can blow up on the way home?
Alright, aligning. Wait for me.
I'll just sit, hold short.
Aligning complete. Takeoff trim and let's go.
Destroy 11 ground units. Let's do that.
Mission code.
1 second. 2155.
Does that mean both of us have to kill 11 ground targets? How does that work?
No.
Work together.
Cooperatively.
Cooperatively.
Okay.
Bombing first.
Probably just roll right out with full burner.
Altitude. Altitude.
Shoot.
Pull up. Pull up.
Point 39, right?
Mm-hmm.
Slow my jet down with the guns. Some of this air brake nonsense.
Not picking up anything to hit with my harms. Don't SA2 track radar. Oh, that's dead.
Jesus Christ.
Leveling off at 25.
I'm at 32 right now.
He ran away from you, Sinks.
That's right. Oh, fuck me. Yeah.
You disconnect there, Hammock? Hammock's computer go kaput.
Alright. Pickle on the command center. Gonna hit the barracks. Pickle. Alright. I got 4 JDAMs.
Nuke the whales. Collect the whole set.
All on the command center.
No, 1 bunker buster on the command center, 1 on the barracks building, and now I have 4 regular JDAMs ready for targets.
I'm gonna hit what's remaining of this SA2 site with my one of my 2,000 pounders.
Overkill's underrated.
Checks out.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the washroom before we do our flight, so be right back.
Oh shit, I'm too close, so I gotta turn around. Well, it says in zone. Does that mean I can fire? Nope.
Should be able to.
I gotta fucking turn around.
Alright, command center's up. You said you're hitting the SA site?
Yeah.
Alright, then I'll go for the infantry groups. Oh, fuck me. Alright, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Fuck yeah. 2,000-pound bombs for the win.
Connor's been stealing
Pickle
from you.
2 out on the IFVs down there.
He's kept accounts open under the names of dead men. Men like the McGoverns. I stood there and helped him kill Finn to line his own pockets. I thought I was working for you. But I wasn't.
You think I'd give up, son?
Shit, I'll be right
He was
back.
betraying you.
I know. Michael, open your eyes. This is the life we chose, the life we lead. And there is only one guarantee. None of us will see heaven.
I am back. How goes the boombaying? Are things still exploding at wholesale?
Think so?
Did you leave the server there, Hammond?
Actually, I crashed.
Ah.
I was futzing around with the settings,
Mhm.
and it decided, no, you're not going to be here anymore.
Fair. Are you planning on trying to join us tonight, or what are you doing?
I was gonna try and fly a little bit on South Solus.
Okay. I will reconnect to South Solus. Do a flight with you if you're loaded up.
Pretty much am. Well, I'm loading up right now, actually. I wish I could, like, change how sensitive the field of view is. I probably can. There's probably
You
some
can.
setting.
You can adjust the curves on them. Well, depends on how you're changing your field of view.
Oh, what the
Talk
fuck?
about VR.
Yeah, bro, you crashed. Oh, I don't know about VR.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see here.
Did Waldo just explode?
Yeah, I think he went AFK while he wasn't on
DCS?
altitude hold.
Ah. Not ideal.
Did I get shot down?
No, dude, you weren't on altitude hold and went AFK and you slowly plummeted into the ground.
Rip the dream.
Hello?
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 I can hear you fine, Sings.
Thank you.
Can anybody... it's my audio.
He gone.
Oh, Lordy.
Hello?
Hello?
Still
Roll
coming.
left, roll left.
Now my audio and
Flight control.
fucking DCS
Flight
just
control.
died.
It's pretty fucking awkward, man.
Request rearming.
I don't know, but I just dodged 4 iglas
Copy.
and
I don't know how to crash.
shot an SA. Oh, you were muted. You went AFK off autopilot and plummeted.
No, I'm on autopilot.
Well, I'm telling you, you
damn
descended
it.
into the ground.
Fuck! That's annoying.
Pretty funny, though.
Yeah? Was it?
I mean, I wasn't there, but I heard it happening in real time, and it sounded kind of funny. Yeah.
Rearming complete.
Is a walleye just a large Maverick with a TV guided thing?
Walleye.
Yes.
Walleye is a Maverick that does not have a rocket. It is a glide bomb.
I think they're also laser guided.
Nope,
Question
they can
mark?
be both TV and laser. Just
Huh.
like the Maverick can.
Yeah, I think for the F-18,
It says TV guided.
for the Echo.
For the walleye, just walleye 2 guided weapon Mark 5. It's classified as a bomb, apparently.
Yep. Because it technically is. It's a glide bomb.
Request rearming. Copy.
Possibly go wrong with a bunch of those. Aside from
Fucking lot.
What bombs are we using tonight? The rock eyes? Or
Snake
snake
eyes.
eyes?
Snake
Flight
eyes.
control.
Snakes. Snakes are the retard bombs.
Okay. So let's see.
There's Mark 82 Snake Eye and then Mark 82 Yankee Shoot Retarded.
Super retarded? Is that what you just said?
Shoot retarded. Which one?
Rearming complete.
I don't know. They
I feel like we're using the snake
regular
eyes. 'cause I
snake
think
eyes
that's what
are
they said.
shoot retarded anyway. I'm not sure what the difference there is.
I'm gonna go drop a bunch of shoot retarded ones. something. Let's see what happens.
Request
That sounds like more fun than
Request
the walleyes.
Copy. Refueling complete.
The walleyes are obnoxiously large bombs.
Bro, this fucking hip just ate an AMRAAM and is still flying.
Jesus.
Helicopters in
Seems
this are
legit.
fucking broken. I simply don't understand.
Rearming complete.
Mode. CCIP. Nose fuse. Instant fuse. Drag. Retard.
You know, Airbuses yell retard at you when you're
Yeah, when you're
landing?
getting too close to the ground. Yeah. Retard.
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 Yeah, it's
Retard. Retard.
good. UFC. Quantity and multiple.
I forget how that works, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Quantity is how many you want per ripple.
Okay.
Multitude is, I think it's like how
How many-
many pylons per ripple you want activated. So if you have one, or if you have 2 and 1, so 2 quantity, 1 multiple, that'll be 1 bomb at every interval, and it'll step through the pylons, I think. If you have like 2 and 2, then it'll be two ripples of 2 between.
Interval 1
What is this
Separated by
fucking
a-
Blackhawk doing?
If that makes sense.
10 feet. So I can do quantity of 8, multiple of 1, interval of 10 feet. And that'll drop all 8 of them in one click, 10 foot apart, right?
Yeah, so you would hold down the ripple button,
Okay.
and then while you hold it down every 10 feet, one bomb
will
should
drop.
get. Yeah.
See, when I tried to do different multiple, it wouldn't let me. All it ends up doing is. Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
I
So if
know,
we do
it's
4
sort
now,
of broken.
8, 4 pylons, 8
How do I
bombs.
clear the check trim error?
I don't know.
Press and hold the takeoff trim thing, maybe? Are you in flight already?
No.
Yeah, press and hold the takeoff trim.
Nice.
All right, Chuck's guide. Teach me the ways of the Force.
You talking to me?
No, talking to Chuck's guides.
I don't know who that is. Or what?
You don't know what Chuck's guides are?
Who is this Chuck
No.
you speak of?
Who is Charles?
Charles?
Who the fuck is Chuck? Fuck Chuck.
Oh,
Honestly,
Charlie.
Okay.
So quantity is the number of bombs to release, ranging from 1 to 30, which is funny. When more than one bomb is selected, you must hold the weapon release button until all bombs are in the salvo are released. Multiples is number of bombs to be released simultaneously from the weapon stations in each salvo. And then the interval is the interval.
Right. Okay.
So if you set the multiple to 4, that'll release 1 from each pylon at the same time. So that's not what I want.
Multiple to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What's the key press to align the HMD?
In a Hornet, you hold Cajun. Until it says align OK.
Alright, I'm gonna go drop a bunch of retarded bombs. You coming, Namek?
Gonna try.
And make it a tent.
Oh god,
What did you do?
I guess I'm not.
What just happened? Did you do?
The hand controllers fucked me.
This motherfucker just ejected inside a bunker.
Damn, dude. Your dude has no unbroken bones in him. He just got launched into layers of concrete at terminal velocity.
Oh, fuck.
God, that is amazing.
Oh, shit.
Well, you're getting practice starting up your jet.
Yeah.
God damn it, it turned the wrong way.
Okay, so how do I get out of this situation? Let's
Go
see.
select roll.
Fuck.
That's fucking
just
comical. And then switch
choose
spot
another-
and then go back to the same spot if you want to.
Okay.
That's fucking hilarious.
Alright, Waldo, cycle's clear.
Aw.
Remember how I told you to arm your seat at the very end?
Yep. That's why.
Yep.
Use your, if you've got dumb bombs, use it on the convoy.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Let me see 25 over there.
Okay, trying this again. God.
My fucking day. Oh god, this isn't enough runway. Up, pull up. Thank God for afterburners.
What the hell is locking me? Oh,
There's a flat
SU-25.
I'm getting pinged by our own torpedo.
Do I want to use these in like a dive or?
Are they the retarded bombs?
Yeah,
No, more or less
more or less. What?
level flight. Ever heard of her?
Yeah. So I'll see once I get low enough. I'll see the CCIP reticle on the ground.
I don't know. I haven't done it in a long time. Maybe you can try doing it in a dive. Which one? This one.
I've got this little like crosshair.
Altitude.
Yeah, so you're gonna
It's like
wanna hold down the pickle button where you want them to start dropping, and then you just fly the bomb to stay aligned. And then CCIP will just start dropping them when it's a
Chicken button. Okay.
weapons release, whatever. Same shit.
Alright, it's flashing.
We'll just fly the bomb line into this stuff.
Interesting. It dropped off the jet as soon as I hit that button.
Oh, okay. Then you must have been within the drop parameters for where you started.
Altitude. Altitude.
Promoted to Master Sergeant. I still don't know how to use these command tokens.
What the fuck? These things kind of suck.
They are stupid bombs.
Altitude. Altitude.
I'm gonna load some up as well. What are they, 82s?
82 Ys and 82 something else.
I think just regular snake eyes. I don't like the weapons.
I think a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of the different bombs
you gotta
have-
drop these at a pretty high angle.
I think you can set a lot of the bombs to retard or whatever, but depends on the drag of the bomb as to how retarded it is.
Alright, I'll specifically do. It's gonna take me a minute.
I can't hit shit with these.
Well, apparently, pirate.
Altitude.
Right, I'll switch
Altitude.
Oh yeah, switch it over. Hello, pirate.
Lulu.
How's it going?
I'm going.
Drop me some dummy bombs on an unsuspecting village. This one does.
Yeah, they can rebuild that village. It's all right.
That's right.
And you know, if they're dummy bombs, there's not much to clean up anyway. I mean, it's just one little hole in the roof or something, you know. They won't mind.
Yeah.
Altitude. Altitude.
Oh, got those settings wrong.
How so?
Oh, I just dropped 8 bombs all at once instead of a ripple of 8.
Hmm.
Oh well.
Yeah, someone's gonna enjoy that if it's near anybody.
Senor Wiz, how's it going?
Con mucho gusto. How about you? Yeah. Yeah, you know. Yeah, things are going well. No complaints. And even if I could complain, wouldn't do me any good.
Yeah, we wouldn't listen.
Exactly. So I've got a question for you, Pirate. Do you use auto or CCIP for high drag snake eyes?
You could do either. There are nose down profiles for not the. We're gonna use the parachute ones today.
Yeah.
But for the regular ones, there are angle down profiles for those.
Okay.
I think they're more often used in like stuff like the F5s and stuff like this. But today we're gonna be doing a low level release.
Okay, so but we'll be in CCIP for that.
We will be in auto.
We'll be in auto. Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Actually, okay, it's gonna be. Depending on how fancy we want to get, we're going to be in auto.
Yep.
Fancier the better.
Because auto, you can at least see the target
Altitude.
diamond.
Altitude.
You can't have the target diamond and the CCIP pipper at the same time, I don't think.
Yeah. So the main thing that it's a pretty big, long target. So like spacing in between wingman and a flight. I think somebody's going to have to do CCIP, but someone can also use auto like within a flight. And drop on because the target's going to be on the center point of a big long column. So like if you're going to be the first one to drop, you want yours to be like on the front end of the column.
Yep. But auto is a valid drop technique for low level bombing like this.
100%.
Okay, cool.
And
especially if it's a stationary target.
Yeah, and if you wanted to stay in auto, you would do something like get your target pod out and designate, like slave your T-pod to your target, and then use your T-pod to fine tune it to like the front half or the back half, and then you can still use auto. Actually, I think that's what we're gonna do tonight. People are gonna have to put a T-pod on their jet, I think, but yeah, because that's gonna be the easiest way to do what I think we're gonna be doing. Give a couple more minutes for everybody.
Unless you've already fixed it, I don't think the Triton or Poseidon servers are online right now.
I put them back up. Hello, 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 hello.
Evening, folks.
Guten Tag.
Abend.
I mean, technically.
The boat people.
Yes, the boat people.
Our gang is growing. It's crazy.
Yeah, the more the merrier, right? Sometimes.
Yep.
$119 TOT 324.
Lawn darting my plane into the snowy landscape of South Solus is probably not the plan.
Go to Georgia, see the sights.
It'd be fun, they say.
Come out to the coast, we'll have some drinks.
I think we're missing 2. I'll just give everyone like another minute or 2 before we start.
Is there any briefing happening beforehand, or are we going straight in?
Yeah, hold your horses.
I don't want to hold my horses. I want my horses run.
Get your horses.
Oh, I'm already
and-
in, sorry.
Let's
Oh, no.
pause, so not a whole lot you guys can do.
Oh, I'm destroying everything.
Unbelievable.
I'm so sorry.
Vixen's hacking my servers.
Vixen strikes again.
He's in your base, stealing your pylons.
All your bases belong to
That's
us.
StarCraft?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to play
Actually,
back
you
in
don't
the day.
steal pylons, you just
I
destroy
know,
them.
I know. I'm just a,
TOT.
Protoss players, am I right?
Sid, Junior, here? You have an audio issue?
Didn't.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
No, I did a pop out, and I was looking at something, and all of a sudden it said Discord shut down. So.
Oop.
Rip. Oh, we're all good.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get started here. I'll go ahead and share my screen. So today we're going to be doing time on target practice. Time on target is when you want to have. Well, I'll just briefly describe it while everyone gets in here. I don't have a full-on briefing for this. I couldn't find the one I had, so we're just going to go through a couple different things, and hopefully it all comes together and makes sense. The flight leads today, this shouldn't be your first time, so they should be helpful in getting you through this. Except for you, Vixen. You're gonna have to learn that.
Copy.
Okay, so time on target is when you want to get multiple ordnance, multiple flights executing an action at the same time. Essentially what it is it is setting up your it essentially what it means in practice is you're setting your jet up so that as you fly your route, you're going to be over at a target at a very specific point in time. And the Hornet makes it pretty easy for you to program this in, although there's a bunch of snafus and things that can like throw you off if we're not 100% on some of the underlying things. So we're going to start off by dipping into the HSI subpages for a little bit here, and really hammer down what all of this different stuff means, and then kind of open it up to where we get to actually doing a flight plan and a time on target.
So whatever it's worth, I do have the 119 PowerPoint for this, for the TOT.
Oh, well, yeah, I could not find that. You can go ahead and send it over to me, but I think this is gonna be good enough, I think, for what we're trying to get done here.
No worries.
Okay, so on the HSI and the waypoint subpage here, you have a couple different buttons that we use pretty frequently. You have the UFC button, which basically gives you all of the options on your UFC to edit this specific waypoint. This is good for basically if you have to enter something from a blank waypoint, or you have to change something. A lot of different reasons you need this, obviously. A couple of the other ones, precise. We use this when we want to make a very precise waypoint coordinate for stuff like, getting a valid weapon solution. You got your air-to-air waypoint here. This is how you set your bullseye. You set it by, cycling through here and then selecting air-to-air waypoint. Most of the time we'll actually call it bulls in here. But that's how you select that. You'll box it, and then you can scroll back to whatever waypoint you were working on before that. Waypoint, well, sequence UFC. This is what we're pretty much going to be working with today and learning how to use here. It brings up a couple different options on UFC, and I'll show you examples of those later. But the main ones are ground speed, where you're going to enter the desired ground speed for the leg before your target when you're doing time on target. You're going to TGT, which is you're designating a waypoint. You can also see all of your waypoints that are valid are listed down here on our right on the way. Oh, also let me point out this sequence button here. If you hit the sequence button, it's really helpful in TOT. Basically, as you pass over waypoint 1, it'll automatically cycle to waypoint 2. You do have to be relatively close to it, but when I'm doing TOT, I always like to select sequence 1 on here. But back to the UFC. So you're designating a waypoint number to be the target waypoint. Today that's going to be waypoint 4, but I'll mention that later again. So you're going to select waypoint 4 here. Or no, I'm sorry, you're going to hit the target button, type in the number 4 and hit enter. And that should box the 4 that's going to be appearing on your HSI waypoint page here. Then you have your TOT. This is where you're inputting the time. Keep in mind it has to be Zulu time. If you're not 100% sure, and there's 2 different ways that you can pick up times from here. The easiest one is your IFE. If you hit the mode button, I believe it is, you can toggle it to where it'll have a Z displaying. That'll be the current time in Zulu. So normally our missions will spawn in at 0800 local, but that is not Zulu time. So make sure that you go through and you're inputting the correct time, or these TOT functions will not work correctly. It'll show you either something really, really low or really, really high. After you input the TOT and the TGT, the HSI will then display a required ground speed to reach the target at that time. Ground speed is important. So when you're trying to get to a very specific point in space at a very specific time, really the only way to do that consistently is using ground speed, not indicated, and not any of the other functions for that. On that, so on the regular HSI page, you can see your ground speed with the number that has the G next to it here. So once you set your TOT and your target, it'll show you the ground speed required, and you need to try to get this number to match it. I think there is a way to have it on the HUD, but I always forget how to put it up there. And then insert and delete is for inserting and deleting waypoints into the sequence. So if you had a flight plan that was 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but then waypoint 6 was actually bullseye way out here and not part of your flight plan, you could delete it from the sequence, and then your sequence flight plan will act like that's not a part of it. You can always tell your sequence by these numbers in the bottom here. Once you do enter a time on target and a ground speed, they'll both display right here on this page. We are, I think. Sometimes you don't put in this ground speed. I think today we're going to give it a shot because there is a maximum speed that you can release these weapons at. So we'll probably set it and see what happens. Typically, I won't set a ground speed, and I will just try to match the ground speed required that is displayed. But we'll look at that a little bit later as well. That goes into attack hand. Okay, that is pretty much it for the waypoint subpages there. Okay, so this is the other way besides the IFE to find the current Zulu time as opposed to local time. If you open up the AC and your INS and your GPS are aligned, it'll actually display the Zulu time on this page here. Okay, that is pretty much it for there. I'm going to play 2 short videos. One of them is a time on target tutorial, and then one is just a basic Snake Eye setup tutorial. Just because I want to go through the process without doing it verbally, because sometimes things are missed here. Is this clear for everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so right off the bat, this is what you're going to see when you hit that sequence UFC button. You get ground speed, target, TOT, insert, delete. Target and TOT are the main big important ones, and ground speed is optional. If you know what speed you want to be at about when you go over the target, you can enter this ground speed. And again, this is just referring to the last leg of right before your target. I don't think it really does any calculations for waypoints before that. So you'll type in, remember it's going to be the 6 characters, hours, hours, minutes, minutes, seconds, seconds in Zulu. He is in,
Zulu time on your HUD, on the bottom left of your HUD, isn't that Zulu time?
it may be, I'm not
I think because
100%.
the HUD, the time.
You can set it to local or Zulu time
Okay.
using the time UFC box on the HSI. I think
It's the default.
I think it defaults to Zulu, but I could be wrong.
I think it is. That's what I think I've used when I've practiced this.
Okay.
Under the fuel is the one that will fuck you up.
Well, under the fuel, so as long as you make sure you've set it to the correct one, it should be just as good. That's the one I've always used. Again, it's whatever works best for you.
And where is the button to switch on the fuel to Zulu time at? Is that one of those switches underneath it?
It's one of the buttons on the UFC. I think it's mode. So you see the up arrow and down arrow right on the bar there. I think it's.
Yeah.
I'm not 100%. Oh, wait.
One of those.
It's the top
Yeah.
one. The top one says mode.
Okay, mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right next to the RPM.
Okay.
So this is another thing. When you do set one of your waypoints, it will become boxed for whatever waypoint that you're actually trying to target here. So here's where you're going to see your required ground speed, and you'll see it right underneath your actual. So you're going to obviously you try to fly to make the numbers match. One thing that putting in your ground speed on the last leg will give you is this little speed carrot. I believe, gosh, I don't want to play this with sound here all the way through. Maybe when he starts pointing at it. But you'll basically fly to line up the carrot in the middle of the box if you have your ground speed selected. I mean, that's kind of the basics of it. I don't think he's going to employ in this video. So there's really nothing to go through. But that's basically the game here is matching your ground speed with what's required. The hard part of it is like knowing what it's going to do. So if we rejoin and we get off the deck in a quick manner today, and we originally put in our TOT, it's going to say something like 100 knots ground speed required, maybe even lower than that. That's because we have tons of time to actually get to our target here. Once you start getting to the point where you should push, you're going to start seeing that ground speed rise. And you don't want to let, as it's rising, you don't want to let it get out of control, to where you have to go 600, 700 knots in order to get back there. Honestly, as soon as you start seeing it rise noticeably, like I would turn towards target and start off slow, and kind of like go, you know, control throttle to meet the ground speed that is required from it, if that makes sense. Anybody have any questions on just flying the TOT and getting there, at this point?
Well, one thing would be to point out if you are like on the way to waypoint 1 and waypoint 2 is the target and you're way behind, don't keep going to waypoint 1.
Oh, 100%. Like, so in these TOT missions, the flight plan is set up. It's got multiple waypoints, but the only thing that matters, and that what we're going to look at tonight, is where were you at at the TOT time. Uh, so you can do whatever you need to do as long as it's safe to make sure that you're on time and on target. It's the main goal of this. Yeah.
I have one question about setting the time.
Yeah.
From what I remember last time, that had me a little confused. So if time on target is 1000 Zulu, right? And you're in a flight of 4.
Yep.
And you put everybody in trail behind you. How do you offset the time? There was an offset that we were using so that everybody actually shows the time
Um,
correctly.
I'm not. I don't think. I don't think that they would do that in real life. So what I'm gonna say tonight is only the flight leads TOT. Like as long as the wingmen aren't stripped, like as long as they're in a formation, you're gonna be in trail stepped up. Like and the flight lead is close enough to the TOT, then that's what I'm gonna call a success for these purposes. Um,
Tell me if I'm wrong, but we're doing Snake Eyes, correct?
yes.
Generally, in Snake Eyes, you don't have a guy in a very far trail at all.
Yeah. No, you're gonna be you're, like basically on each other.
At best cruise,
Yeah.
formation. And so you're going to have you should have a pretty tight grouping even if you're in trail cruise, meaning that the last guy should be dropping before the first guy's bombs hit, even in this.
Yes. It's gonna be high speed, pretty close quarters. You guys are gonna also be close to each other within flights. I believe there's only about 2 miles of lateral separation in between. Um, and I'm not 1,000% on the best parameters of the Snake Eyes. So as we go into that, like make sure that anybody else more knowledgeable goes in, let me know. But as far as I know, like 300 to 500 feet, you do have to be 450 knots and lower. And then stepped up in trail. 400, yeah, because 450 you risk a partial deployment of the retardation functions of it, and 500 knots is the structural limit. So um, keep that in mind if you fall behind on your TOT. Like you can only go so fast.
Also, it gives you 400 gives us the best what is it? Degrees turn.
Yeah.
If we want to get out, you won't be sluggish.
Yeah. It will be an interval drop. I think everybody has 4. So you will be um, setting up for a multi-launch, whatever feat your flight lead wants to do. Um, for separating, so everybody has the same target and it's the center point. You will need to use your T-pod and um, focus on either the front half or the back half. So slave your targeting pod to the target waypoint, and then use your targeting pod to slew to the part that your flight lead wants you to drop on. Then you're going to designate that and then use that as your drop point in auto level flight. Um, does that all make sense to everybody?
What altitude?
I,
You
I
know?
I saw anywhere from 300 to 500 feet. I wondered
Okay.
if we're in close formation with multiple members in a flight, I would say higher, probably better. And these are the parachute ones, so they should basically cut their forward momentum pretty quickly. Again, I'm not sure. We haven't done these in a while.
I
We're
just
Is
have a
it
doing
question about.
not the eyes.
what was that? Sid?
We're doing the parachute ones, not the snake eyes.
Yeah, well, they do say snake eye in the mission here.
Oh, they do?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like snake eye and then opens up with parachute. But I wanted to show you guys what this looked like, anyways, just so you can get a mental image.
My question is, if we're coming in kind of low, how are we gonna acquire on the targeting pod? Are we gonna have? Is there enough time to acquire on the targeting pod?
From it's about 50 miles from the rejoin. And you can get higher when you're going to rejoin. So these are your columns, a mix of unarmored vehicles and infantry. Everybody's going to pretty much have a straight shot at these, so you should be able to visually pick them up. Uh,
Okay.
Clear and sunny.
So it looks like waypoint 3, we should be at our altitude. Waypoint 2, we should have target acquisition.
Yep. So it's waypoint 1 is rejoin, waypoint 2 fence, waypoint 3 IP, waypoint 4 target.
And are they moving or stationary?
Stationary until you drop a bomb on them. So TOT is
Fair
going to
enough.
be important.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Can you go back to the rejoin fence?
Oh yeah, hold on.
3.
So 1 is rejoin.
1 is rejoin. 2 is fence. Right? Did you catch that, Skyfall?
Yeah, 3 IP,
3 IP.
and I believe 4 is the target.
Target.
But I wasn't
Do we
100%
have a
clear
get
at the
well,
picture.
or is it
Yep, 5 is get well.
5 is get well?
Spun in or unpause will be at 0800. We're going to start from now and basically until the end of the campaign. Our goal is to get very fast and quick on startup and launch. So this will be the start of this emphasis. Flights will launch and rejoin at waypoint 1, checking in on strike. TOC is set for 0840 local. So I'm doing that in local for a reason. I want you guys to be able to work between local and Zulu.
Can you say again what's the time?
0840 local. So it'll be 40 minutes from the mission start. But also be prepared to Rolex that either direction. So if we're all rejoined and it looks like we're going to be waiting at waypoint 1 for 30 minutes, like we're gonna Rolex that forward 10 minutes or something like that. And we need to be able to do that on the fly as well. Level delivery, auto release. Make sure that between you and your flight that you guys are, you know, if you're in a 2 ship, you'll probably want one of you guys to set your auto here and then the other here. Uh, there are delineations between trucks and infantry people here. This should be, pretty clear from pretty far away. But yeah, so like if you're launching on the front half, you would slew here, drag your T-pod back here, and then designate here.
So really, the lead should hit the back. This way.
No, I think lead, as long as lead is lower than everybody else, they hit the front, right?
Okay. I'm
No,
just trying to think what
I
happens
would
with the
agree with
flyover.
Skyfall on that. I would think that the lead should hit. If you think about it, if they're going away,
Yeah,
lead
you're
hits
right.
front, and so that everybody else's vision is cleared as they then go in.
Yeah, I guess you need to make sure that you're not stripped when you're in trail, though, because the thing would be like these bombs here going off as 2 is getting to like this point here or something like that. So yeah,
Right.
just make sure you stay on your flight lead's ass as you go through this.
What's the vertical separation supposed to be like for this?
I would do no more than like 200 feet.
Okay.
But you definitely want to make sure that you're above his plane like that.
Yeah, we'll stack probably at 200-foot intervals.
You don't want to, and I would, if you want to go to like another type of stacked up trail, it would be 500 feet, but I think that's way too high for the parachute bombs that we're using.
All right, so what are the flights? I caught it for a second there.
Oh, it's 82Y, so that is Snake Eye, but it's 500-pound GP shoot retarded.
They're preloaded, right?
Yeah.
There's two different versions of Snake Eyes in there. There's the shoot retarded ones, and then the ones that don't say shoot retarded. Shoot retarded.
Yeah, those are.
But they
like
both
big
have a
metal
retard
fins.
function. Yeah.
Boss, at what point do you go to your spread?
So you want to be in format. You don't want to be maneuvering after the IP. At fence is when I would start the maneuver and make sure that everybody's settled and can get their targets early. Yeah, I don't think there's like a specific. I would definitely no more formation changes after 3.
So should we be at altitude at waypoint 2, like 400 feet?
No, I would say waypoint 1 you could be up high, try to get some image. Waypoint 2 you want to be in your descent, like heading towards that. But you really only want to be like after waypoint 3 is when you're getting right onto it. Like that makes sense. Like it should be like a steady slope downwards.
I got you.
We go 100 feet separation.
Yeah. And that's not
So,
that's not
so 5, 6, and 7. Only because that if we don't, that puts the top guy at 9.
Yeah. Let's go. I think we're missing a couple people here. I believe Haig is not here.
Haig is missing.
Um,
Everybody
so
else
Is it Shallow here?
Do not
Shallow's
see him.
missing. Shallow's missing. I don't see him here.
Vixen, how do you feel? Do you wanna do flight lead here, or do you wanna go as a wingman on somebody?
doesn't matter. I'll do either. Whatever makes it more smooth.
Let's do
Okay,
it, Vixen. Me and you.
Yeah, if you'll give me
Flight
the
lead it
option,
is.
if you give me the option, I'm putting you as flight lead.
Got
Yeah,
it.
cool. These will be the flights for everybody else.
Question about TOT.
Yes.
So because it's local time,
Mhm.
we just convert it basically in our heads. We just look at the difference and
Yeah. Because we're spawning in at 0800. If you look immediately at your Zulu time,
Flip
it'll be
over
the
to
same as just 00.
Time
Yeah.
of 4 minutes.
Yeah. So whatever the start time is plus 40 minutes, and that's normally how I do it. Because I sometimes find it high in switching between, first the 3 time zones that we operate in, and then the 15 other ones that aviation does.
That's something that flight leads should all do is check with their flights to make sure everybody's got the right time. Everybody agrees with it.
Yep.
So for mids, it'll be 111, 112, 13, 14, and 120 for
Sure.
leads.
Yep. That sounds like a plan to me.
Is there like a hat call that we have to make or anything like that for this, or?
Make sure you check in. I'll be running a strike and check in, but this mission is pretty brief, so you're not going to be getting directions from me.
Okay.
I'm just going to be telling you to proceed as fragged. I would. So I'm not going to be calling when you should go or not. That is something that you guys maybe on flight lead radios or flight lead mids that you guys should, make sure that you guys are also all on the same page, because if you all hit all 4 of these targets at the same time, it's gonna look pretty cool. And I like things that look cool.
How many birds we got going up, boss?
12. 11.
Got 10 total, looks like.
We should be able to just get that off, because wasn't 11 what we discovered was the
Yeah, 11 or 12
top?
is the top on the boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, again, with 40 minutes, I'm gonna be surprised if you guys are even risking being late on this, unless there are technical issues. So it's built in a little bit of time, but I'm be great. Like again, if you guys are all up there in 20 minutes, which should definitely be doable, then there might be a call to, roll X.
Question. If you can go back.
What was that?
Go ahead,
I just
Sinjin.
want to hold, oh no, I'm sorry. Can you hold on that for 2 more seconds?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Just in case nobody's used retarded bombs before, you want to hit the draft.
So it's gonna be
You cut out what?
nose fuse, right?
Yep.
Electronic, and then drag would be
We gotta
BT.
go F
RET, I believe. Yeah. I'll wait till he hits it so we can see it. But I believe it's RET. Yep. RET.
Yep.
Are we doing
RET,
a
and
specific
then
quantity or a multiple?
that's what I was
launch
gonna
all
ask.
of them on an interval, and we can measure how far it is, but then it's up to flight leads to determine what the spacing should be. Oh, is that about a mile? No, it's a little less. Okay, yeah, 1,700 feet.
No, that's just like a almost.
How many bombs do we have each?
Four each. 4 each. Yeah. Very soft targets though, so these things should pop.
Any explosions on one affect the others?
So there is a minimum interval. Okay, so make sure you don't drop them all at the exact same time because these things will blow each other up. I think it's like 10 foot is the minimum interval for safety when it comes to these bombs.
1,700 feet. Oof.
I'm thinking quantity for multiple one, interval 200 feet. And then we have 8 bombs total and just kind of like put our targets about halfway.
Yep.
That actually sounds perfect math-wise.
Say again. Quant 4, multi 1, interval 200.
Yeah.
All
Yep.
right. Sweet.
Then for a 2-ship, one in the front half, one in the back half.
Yeah, basically.
Yep.
So one of us starts as soon as we hit like
What's the interval?
like just a tippy tip, interval 200.
Well, so
The
remember,
other one hits about halfway in.
yes, remember it's auto, so you will need to change your target from, and you should do this
at waypoint
as
1.
you start getting close. But you will, so you got to make sure that you're setting your TOT for this spot, but your target for what you actually want. There's a little bit of a difference there. But yeah, so as soon as you can get eyes on this is when I would do this.
Yeah, I was going to say for a 2-ship, having the flight lead pretty much on the waypoint target and the number 2 at the very start of the convoy would probably demolish the whole thing.
Yep. And if you do something crazy and you like accidentally undesignate everything, make sure you have your HMD up, double tap up, and then just click like where you think you should go real quick and move. Yeah.
For these, is the actual target point the beginning? Is that where the first bomb's gonna hit, or the center point of the strafe?
So when you do interval like that, I believe it separates them on either side of your target. So if you set your target to here and your intervals, like it's going to be like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Wait, say that again.
So and I could be wrong on this, but I believe when you set, like if you set your target here and you do a 20-foot interval, I believe they like your computer automatically goes like 1, 2, 3, 4 and splits it on either side of the target you have designated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the target point is the center point of the strafe.
I thought it was on the first target hits your point, but I don't know either.
Yeah, I definitely could be wrong about that one.
Fixing
I never
the
actually
find out.
tested it. Yeah.
That kind of changes things. So if it's one after your target designate, then lead would, if in this instance in a 2-ship, right, what you're showing here, lead would have to hit at
middle,
three quarters of the way.
Yeah, so
it depends on your
because it's not that long. Look, it's only 1,700 feet long.
Yes. So it shouldn't
Okay.
it shouldn't make the biggest difference on this. If we were striking a runway, that might be different.
I'm saying 2 times 8 is 1600.
We'll do it. Sheila and I will do it
Right.
the
You
other
guys,
way, and we'll see if it works.
so no, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, Vixen, because you do the math better than I do. But if that thing's 1,700 feet long,
Yeah.
and you have 8 bombs, and each are split by 200 feet,
That'll cover the entire thing.
1,600 feet.
112 feet to be exact per
Huh?
interval. It should be like 212 per interval. To be exact.
Okay, that's not my point. My point is that even with this, you pretty much have to start at the beginning, or you have to start in the. If what you're saying is right, Pirate, where it splits it back, everybody's got to go to the dead center, because if you go to the front, it'll drop bombs before they're there, and if you go to the 3/4 mark, it'll drop bombs after they're at.
Yeah. So the way I've always done this in practice, and it's just always happened to work, is
Yeah.
like if this is a 2-ship, then flight lead's here on a waypoint designate, and wingman is here. This isn't interesting because I've never actually thought this through this much. Like, what would happen if it actually was set up like this? Because if the first bomb is dropped on this point, then that makes more sense to do it like this.
Well,
But
science.
that doesn't make sense to me. Because like that would only work in auto mode, right? Where the flight computer knows about your waypoint. Like if you did it manually, there's no way it could drop it before you hit the pickle button, right? So the idea that like it would change the dynamics of like the mechanics of how your bomb drops depending on which mode you have, I think that'd be so confusing.
Time for some science.
It would be, but it would also make sense to be that that's how they would design it, because that's what made the most sense. Like when it comes to actually, I don't know. There are things in the Hornet mission computer that like do things that we wouldn't expect it to do, like from a computer from that time. And this always worked out for me, which is why I always just kind of assumed it was this. But it also could be the nature of the bomb.
I guess my question though is that's coming straight down it. We're coming at an angle of what, about 30 degrees?
No, you should.
By
Be,
the time
this
it hits
is
the thing,
the
it'll be
egress.
going up and
You
down
should
pretty well.
You should have, and even if you're not 100% lined up, like so, the ingress point is the straight out one here.
Right.
So even if you're not lined up on this, even if you're not 100% lined up, you should get yourself 100% lined up, because that's going to be the best way to employ them.
And we could probably set up a course line if we really wanted to as well, right? Just to keep ourselves like on track.
100%.
Don't even need to use the sequence line from the waypoint.
Yeah.
Or that, yeah. There. Yeah.
Time for some science, Vixen.
Yeah.
Again, I
science.
think also using the drag bombs are gonna make this difference, because they should drop straight down. More than like a regular GBU should. And also the mechanics of this do change if we're doing like a high altitude auto drop. I think we did like in the last couple missions here. And I do want to also note that there's a distinction between time over target and weapons time on target. Because we're doing a low altitude drop, they're the same in this mission right here. But sometimes if you're being asked to drop bombs that land at a specific point in time, you're gonna have to build that into your calculations. Like, okay, this bomb is gonna take some time to drop. Maybe I set my time on target 15-30 seconds early or something like that. Or set your waypoint a little bit ahead in the course. But that's all just more advanced stuff as we start learning it.
You think it's dumb to get to the IP, get it all lined up, know what you're going to do, and then as you see it, switch to CCIP?
I don't, if you're comfortable with that, because I would assume that that's how they actually do this. And whatever works the best. I find it harder to get CCIP. Well, it's easier when it's low altitude.
That was my that coming in on a low altitude run. CCIP might you know, and then you just pick your spots.
Yeah. I always just liked, you know, plugging it in and flying the course line. But it you know, CCIP, you should be able to see that drop queue pretty easily with how low you're going to be. So that's definitely a valid option.
I'm keeping my training wheels on for this one.
I don't want to make this much more complicated, but if you think about it, if you drop the bombs at the very beginning, you're wasting half your blast radius, because if it's falling directly, the middle of the bomb is falling at the very beginning, then half of your blast is going to nothing.
Yep.
So actually, you want to have your bombs a little bit in.
On the third
So
dude's
that-
face. Gotcha.
Now you're thinking.
Okay, now we have to recalculate everything. What's the blast radius?
Vixen's got like a chalkboard up, like Charlie from It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Where's the string lines from one side of the room to the other?
Sound like my GPS going recalculating.
There is no Pepe Sylvia.
Cool. Yeah, this should look pretty cool. This is one of the more advanced ones that we don't get asked to do it very often, but I think it's important to learn. The next step up of this is basically a canyon run with TOTs, where you got to start checking your TOT every step of the way. There weren't enough canyons on this map to actually do that with 4 flights, but
Kind of one of those Vigan mission profiles, huh?
this is very Vigan-like what we're doing today. But we are a multi-role attack fighter, so
Indeed.
we do everything.
We are dangerous.
We have the highest numbers. Science time.
Yep. Cool. Go ahead, everybody get... Sorry, spawned in. I'll unpause it when everybody's sure we're loaded up and stuff like that. We have a new standard that we're trying to hit, by the way, that we talked over in leadership here. And we're not sure if we're going to include programming PP targets, pre-planned targets in this as well. But the goal for startup here is to be ready to remove chocks and roll as your INS completes alignment. So you go through everything, start your alignment early on, as soon as you can, and then by the time it's aligned, you should be almost ready to taxi. We did some testing, or specifically Sancho did some light testing, and he was able to do 4 pre-planned targets on 4 JDAMs by the time the INS completes, and obviously that just takes practice, but it is possible. I've done 8 before, so
On the quick align or on the regular align?
Quick align, bro.
World Series of DCS.
Damn.
It is in.
Wait.
We did.
You
didn't. Yeah.
You wait. You punched 8 coordinates into the computer before the HSI align?
It was close. It wasn't like I might have been right over it, but I wasn't waiting too long.
You
Got
sure
him,
it wasn't
boys.
like
He's lying.
Furiously entering data.
Yeah, I'm too old for that, bro.
Oh, I
Not
got
gonna happen.
You just gotta get a keyboard
No
with
way.
a number pad on it, and you gotta bind it to your
I was
UFC
all
buttons.
with you when you said have it started up, ready to go, air-to-air package. You bet it. Type in 8 coordinates. No.
Yeah, you can type those in while you're flying.
Yeah, we should go back to start using the way. We should do that again. Remember when you
So-
had that going?
Yeah, and I actually started building my own that is already better than the way, but that's a lot of work.
Data cartridges, man. Data cartridges.
We should have them soon. I'm gonna get a fancy briefing room chair before I get data cartridges, though. So it's gonna be
We're getting data cartridges like the
Yeah.
Vigans?
Yeah, well, they do. I mean, it's not gonna be just like the Vigans, but it's gonna be that functionality basically.
You can do that
be
with
better.
the way.
Yeah.
You
There
do
was
where
a
we
there was
we don't
one
have
that,
to in the coordinates for GPS bombs and stuff?
yeah, it could do pre-planned stuff too. There was a better one just called DCS Waypoint Editor that was better back in the day because you could export and import coordinate lists easier. I don't think it's maintained anymore though.
Ooh, this looks nice. How about a numpad with a little touchpad on it so I can use the mouse and then use the numpad for the UFC? Yeah.
I
Well,
have
modern problems require modern solutions.
I bought the damn Stream Deck XL and got the plugins for the UFC and everything like that and set it up. It's awesome. And I just still have never used it. I just pick up my keyboard and type it out.
Just closer at hand.
It looks like everybody is in their slots.
See you on 114 there, Vixen.
Wait, we're 114 now? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we
We're
always
good.
Addy, are we 113?
Always were.
Yeah, 113.
All right.
Sinks 111.
Waldo and Fire Medic 112.
Still paused, right? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Zulu appears to be minus 4 hours from local, by the way.
For this area, it's -4.
Yeah, my kneeboard has it at the bottom. It has Zulu and local.
Yeah, lucky you.
That's convenient.
What kneeboard do you use?
Open kneeboard.
Which kneeboard though has that on there for this?
I'm just in the aircraft. I don't know. I have the standard F-18C Hornet checklist that I was given.
Oh, the running clock.
Yeah, no, it's running. Yeah, it's not like it's a dynamic component. It's not like on the kneeboard.
Yeah. I see it.
I'm not sure which one that one is. I may not have that
It's
kneeboard.
pretty much on every page, on every
Yeah.
tab. At the bottom, there's a little gray bar.
Yeah, I don't have that bar.
Huh. Is this open kneeboard or just like DCS kneeboard?
I have open kneeboard.
Oh, huh.
I don't
Maybe you
have
have
that
a
bar.
setting unchecked or something.
Games. Not games. Maybe.
Come to think of it, these guys might fire small arms at you, so make sure that you're definitely above 400 knots on your ingress.
Okay, above. Okay, the number's changing. Got it.
Well, so no, it was above 400.
Was max 500 before.
Max 500. I would say max 450 on like a hard or soft limit there.
425.
420 for us, Shilly.
Okie dokie.
Ominous warnings from mission commanders that we get, huh, guys? Oh, by the way, you know.
I just noticed that they had circles around them. I'm like, I didn't know.
There might be some igloos down there, you know.
No, it's
we're still
just 7.76, and then whatever
One
they
of them's
have
got
hiding in those. Yeah.
The GAU 22 Avenger. They just peeled it out of a shot down A10.
Man, there's some guy down there with a Toyota Hilux and an RPG just waiting for us.
100%.
Oh, it's Russia. They don't use Hiluxes.
That's true. Yeah.
Pirate's got a mod where he gets to go in VR and be a ground soldier.
Oh god.
Shoots up at us.
That's coming, apparently.
Is it? Oh my god,
Yeah.
it'd be so cool.
I mean, long-term goal, but yeah, they want to have like an Arma sort of like module that you can hop into or whatever.
So like my dream like programming thing that I would never be smart enough to do was like a platform that could take like input from Arma, DCS, and like I think there's like another naval one that I wanted to interface with.
I'd be down.
Naval. Like battleship.
Are we still paused?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are. Is everybody ready to go? I can unpause it whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, cool. Three, two, one, go.
Request rearming. Copy.
Roll left, roll left. Flight controls. Flight controls.
Rearming complete.
Radio check, 114.
Got you loud and clear.
You as well.
And I'll be green in 30 seconds.
Set Joker to 6,000.
I'll be doing TOT.
This is 0840 local.
That's 0403 Zulu right now.
Yeah, it's 0403 Zulu. So we want 0440.
0440. Oh, 0440 on the nose for TOT.
Yeah. 044000.
Roger. It seems that he gave me two different types of bombs. Yeah, he gave me two snake eyes and two of the shoot retarded. I'm switching them all to shoot retard.
Sounds good.
Request rearming. Copy.
As soon as this is done, I'll be good to go.
I also have two snake eyes.
Roger. I don't know if it's been said yet or not, but the jets seem to have been loaded with 2 of the shoot retard and 2 of the snake eyes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, go change them to the
Yeah, I
to
changed
the
them
Y.
all to shoots. Yeah.
Y shoot.
Good asshole.
I was muted, so it might have been said like 12 times. No idea.
Oh no, I thought you were actually being sarcastic.
Oh yeah, I thought you were being sarcastic.
No. Literally, was that perfect timing or what?
Yeah,
I
it was literally perfect timing.
That's awesome.
I had one. I had only one that wasn't shoot retarded. The rest of them were. I don't know how that happened. I only had to change one of them.
Cool. You said you wanted to do multi 1 quantity 4 interval 200.
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm still loading up. So yeah, it's quantity 4, malt 1, interval 200. Yes.
Roger, roger. I'm green whenever you are. What altitude do you want to do for the holding point?
I don't know if we should spend too much time. Let's hit something that we can hit fairly easily because we're gonna have to drag down all the way. Let's do Angels 20 about. I got some time to do it.
Right.
Okay, I think I'm ready to roll if you are.
Let's do it. I'm good to take Cat 1. I'm not sure where you are.
Oh, I'm right next to Cat 1. I'll take 1. Can you take 4?
Yeah, I'll go to 4.
What's your board?
224.
Union traffic, 209-224. Taxiing to Cats 1 and 4 for case 1 departure.
They're now removed.
Rolling.
Union Marshal, clear to launch when ready. Good luck.
Just getting hooked up now.
Make sure you've got your flare on.
Oh yeah, that's on already.
Union Marshal 208-217-218. Be taxiing Cats 1, 2, and 3.
208, Union Marshal, you're clear to launch when ready. Good luck.
Okay. Start to spool up. Union
traffic 209-224, launching from CATS 1 and 4, Kobe launch for case 1 departure.
Where's that? Oh, count it down.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, so.
Union traffic 207220, gonna taxi and line up ahead, cats 2 and 3 for case 1 launch. 207, Union Marshal, you'll click the last one ready.
I'm gonna form up on you. It looks like we're going to make a pretty
I'm gonna slow
rough
down here.
turn.
220, hold position. 220, hold position.
Currently going 320. I'm sure I boxed at 200.
Right.
Box 302.
Union Marshal, Neptune Flight 204-213-223, taxiing behind cats 1, 2, and 3 for case 1 departure.
204, Union Marshal, clear to launch 1.
Okay, start getting altitude.
Union traffic 209-224, clear of case 1 departure.
Alright, let's switch to tactical.
Number 2 wasn't the right channel.
No, it wasn't. Okay, I'm gonna take I'm gonna go up about 5 degrees actually. And I'm gonna start taking the right here.
Roger, roger.
I'm gonna hit like 30 degrees about. Prepare for check-in on tactical.
Ready?
Kraken 1, check-in on Pride.
Kraken 2, check.
Overlord, Kraken 1-1, checking in to strike, requesting tasking, loaded with 4 retarded 500-pound bombs.
Cracker on 1, strike, proceed at frag, hold at waypoint 1 until your TOT.
Kraken 1-1.
Yeah, this turn doesn't stop.
No, it's pretty aggressive. We could probably level out anytime, really, though.
Yeah, we just hit the waypoint.
Can't see my freaking HUD. The sun's too bright.
Huh, weird. Oh, I can't see my HMD. I can see my head though.
Yeah, the HMD's a little rough too. So for targeting purposes, do you want to do front of the convoy, mid convoy, or what do you want to do?
Honestly, I think we just we don't do anything too crazy. I'll do mid convoy, and you do like the front of the convoy. Let's do the experiment. I'm pretty sure it's gonna drop. I think it'd be crazy if they didn't drop the other way.
Yeah, that to me is what makes logical sense, but then it's a video game and logic doesn't necessarily work, so.
I'm gonna go a little right here, pretty shallow. Just getting back on waypoint. Leveling out.
Train 2 flight, check fry. 2. 3. Overlord, this is Triton 2-1 checking in. 3.
Okay, so 4 should be the target. I'm gonna let them designate that now.
Say that again.
2 straight. Proceed as frag. Hold on, waypoint 1.
I just weapon designated.
Proceeding waypoint 1.
Oh, for number 4?
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. I can see like multiple waypoints. It's got little arrows and everything. Holy shit.
Okay, as soon as I'm able, I'm gonna get my target set up. My weapons and TOT
Yeah,
are already set, so.
Yeah, actually, let's wait till we get into, we'll get into like a nice, easy, left turn, and then,
So I start a climb here and it turns.
Yeah, roger. We probably don't even need to go all the way up to 20. 20 might be too high, but it doesn't really matter.
yeah, I'm like, let's hit like, 60
Strike
or
1
so.
flight 2 F-18s off the Lincoln. Proceeding to waypoint 1 as frag. We'll go back when marshalling at waypoint 1.
Turn 1 straight. See this back.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of left turn here. Slowly get back on to the waypoint.
What's your indicated speed?
Currently 243, but I'm boxed at Mach 049.
So you're boxed at what Mach?
.049.
Roger.
Hey, other pilots from Neptune, where are you guys marshalling at waypoint 1?
Waypoint 1.
Let's level out.
What altitude?
Sorry, that was quick.
We're taking
angle
Angels
60.
5. We're in Angels 5.
Copy. We'll go to 10.
Let's get in a left turn.
Alright,
here.
Triton flight will roll out at 8.
I got eyes on target.
Yeah, same here. I'm adjusting my aiming point now.
Yeah, I think mine's already right in the middle. Cat mine just got moved.
Still
I mean, we have 20 minutes.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Yeah, ground speed is currently 133 required.
Yeah.
I think what we'll do is we'll wait till the ground speed hits like 275 maybe.
Overlord, Triton 2 flight, orbit at waypoint 1. Angels 5.
I'll use the bathroom. I'm gonna hop up for a second.
Okay.
Strike, TOT remains as fragged. Hold at waypoint 1 until you're pushed out.
Triton 2 copies all.
Kraken 1 copies all.
Triton flight's gonna be taking Angel 7. Too much cloud cover here at 8.
Copy.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Phoenix just said TOT remains the same. Just continuous drag.
Copy. What's your ground speed read?
169. Nice.
Nice. It's starting to go up a little bit faster now.
Yeah, it's because we're heading away from the target.
That is true.
I think I've got my target set at the front of the convoy. Yeah.
Okay. So just to go over what we're gonna do, your bombs are set up 184, multiple 1, 200 feet, right?
A firm. Set auto, nose fuse, instant E fuse, retard drag.
Okay, once we get to about, I'm gonna say 225. I mean, we gotta also dip for a long time, but I just want to make sure that we're at my 225. We're at least lined up with the target.
Roger. Hoping to have eyes on the target here in a second to be able to reconfirm my spot.
So trail cruise.
Triton 1 flight
We'll do the 100 foot stack. So just come. You're gonna be at 600 feet. I'll be at 500 feet. 425 knots or 420 knots.
Make sure we're in auto.
Okay, target set.
Neptune flag, check in on flight.
Neptune 2-2.
.425. I don't know if you want to roll out flat. Once we get online here.
Current ground speed is 209 required. That's gonna be too slow still. Is that what you got?
No, I said, yeah, I've got 209. I meant time 426 now. I mean, we got tons of time, but we do have to drop quickly as a T2.
Neptune flight, check in on flight.
What are you proposing? That we drop altitude to something?
Didn't you say you wanted to be flat onto the target once we hit 425?
Strike, Neptune flight, 03 Hornet.
No. I said 220.
12. Parachute, drag bombs, orbiting around waypoint 1.
Neptune 1 strike. Copy. TOT remains as frag. Proceed as frag.
I want to make sure that we were leveled out and ready to go at about 225.
Strike copy, Neptune 1.
Just as a side note for everybody, just to bring a little bit of comms realism, watch what happens as your TOT approaches to your ground speed, and look at the relationship between the two.
That TOT will change too once we're lower and going faster, right? Or not the TOT, sorry, the ground speed.
Yeah, our ground speed is like we're going 240 airspeed, but we're going 306 ground speed right now.
It's important that as your required ground speed starts to grow to match your actual ground speed, that you get your nose on target as fast as possible. Because you don't want to fall behind. It's harder to make up being behind than speeding ahead.
Yeah, I think if we went too early, we'd be just about falling out of the sky trying to go slow enough to be able to go 400 at the end.
Yeah, true.
We are about 6,000 feet higher than everybody else. Let's descend to maybe Angels 12. I'll call it in quick. Kraken's gonna descend from Angel 16 to Angels 12, just so that we're not so high. Alright, I'm gonna go on that.
Copy, we're facing waypoint 2 right now. I'm thinking we're gonna go around one more time. Require ground speed 272.
I think we're waiting for a push call here.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Let's increase our time.
Strike Triton 1, just confirm All flights waiting.
I'm turning harder.
Negative, you're not waiting for a call, waiting until your TOT dictates that you push. Copy that.
Alright, you heard it. Flight lead discretion.
Copy. I'm keeping a close eye on it, and we'll head out when it gets close, I guess.
Yeah, my required just hit 321. Is that what you guys are getting to?
I've got 279.
306.
I'm sitting at 325 now. What's going on, Barney?
Yep, okay.
Alright, I think my flight's
Let's,
turn towards waypoint 2 as we turn.
Let's start turning. Okay, leveling out, we hit Angels 12. Sorry, that was kind of sudden.
All good.
I'm gonna speed up a little bit. Gotta hit 326 ground speed. Just giving some power.
I'm with you. It's going good. Going good so far. I'm gonna get above you in trail. Might as well be in position now. We got time to do it.
Okay. I'm gonna try to intersect with the lines to make sure that we hit them straight on.
Yeah, roger that.
I'm gonna come a little bit.
Stream's going good, man.
I'm actually gonna increase the ground speed just a little bit to give us a little bit more time.
Roger that. Looking at the carrot, we're just a hair above time now. A little bit more than a hair now, but still.
Yeah, something like maybe 340 I'm looking for.
Yeah, roger.
Flight leads. Neptune is pushing for waypoint 2.
Kraken is also pushing.
Copy that. Train is also pushing.
Joystick disconnected for some reason. I don't know if you can hear me, Vixen. My joystick's gone.
Yeah, I can hear it. Okay. What do you need from me?
Check one flight's 14 miles from waypoint 2. Dropping, increasing speed.
I'm back.
Okay. You gotta start getting into formation here.
Yeah, I was in formation, but you know.
What's the required ground speed? What are you seeing right now?
Wait one until I get back up to required 313, I think.
Why is mine saying
334. But I'm a little ways behind you now, so.
Okay.
I'm back on you.
Okay, I'm gonna start lining up for a target. I'm gonna start dropping pretty drastically. I've got it boxed.
What's your speed, sorry?
Oh, what's my speed? 0.52.
152?
0.52.
Okay, roger that.
Mach 152. Currently 288 indicated, but it's increasing because I'm going to a lower level.
Roger.
We're currently right on time.
Am I ahead of you or behind you? I can't see you right now.
You're right behind me, right above me. Going about 100 feet separation. Yeah, go ahead and stay basically just behind me for a while. You want to come pretty close to me anyway, right?
Yeah, I'm.
But
trying to
I'm
get
at like
down,
a
I just
7
don't see
degree.
you, so I don't want to crash into you.
Got it. You are in front of me now.
Yeah, I can leveling out a bit. What's your altitude?
I'm currently 6,000 feet.
Yeah, I'm at 6.7.
Yeah, I see you're pretty far in front of me right now. My ground speed
I'm
is
slowed
29.
down. I'm on idle right now. I'm waiting for you to pass.
Copy. Don't fall too much.
No, I'm arresting my descent. I'm at 5.6 now.
I'm currently at. Go ahead and descend again. I'm currently at 4,000 feet.
Roger, coming down. Passing through 5 now.
How fast are you going?
0.46.
Altitude.
Oh, try to go. If you're going 300, try to go like 300 right now.
Yeah, okay. I just, like I said, I can't see you right now, so I don't want to crash into you.
You're directly above me. Maybe come right just a little bit. You can always speed up to catch up to me again.
Coming right a bit. Passing through 3,000 now. What's your altitude?
600.
Your altitude's 600?
Yep. I'm coming. I'm in the deck. That wasn't meant to be sassy, by the way. It came off that way.
No, that's fine. Alright, I got tally, you know. I was wondering why I couldn't see. I was way high. Holy shit. Alright, I'm on your rear.
I'm going to slow down just a little bit because we want to be going 400. Actually, I'm going to slow down a lot of it so we can hit 400.
Roger. I'm showing 333 required right now.
I'm dropping a lot.
What's the flashing X on my HUD about? The carrot's showing we're way behind now.
Yep. Yeah, we're doing that on purpose. We want to be going 400 when we hit it. Yeah, we're gonna keep it slow. We're gonna keep it slow, and then we're probably have to burn or something. We might need to get actually into a left wheel for a second. Let's see what we have to do here.
What's your altitude? Speed?
Speed is currently 200 about. Altitude 380.
I'm 203 at 500.
Okay, that's about right. Okay, we just hit 400 so let's go. Let's burn. Let's burn.
Burning.
That just shot up so fast. Holy shit.
Yeah, crazy fast.
Holy crap, dude.
What's your final altitude you're aiming for?
Make sure you're at Armstrong, fenced in.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
I'm gonna slow down just a little bit. My altitude's 400. Have yours.
I'm at
I have to
60
slow
now.
down.
I'm pulling out a burner. Going too fast for these bombs.
Yeah, me too.
3 seconds to target.
Okay.
Pickle.
Stay by.
Pickle times 4. Pickle times 12. Empty flight.
Pickle times 8.
Trying to flight, pickle times 8.
I'm taking a left. And I'm kind of just burning off here. That's fine, yeah. We'll get left.
99's, strike, good passes, no re-attack, RTB.
Okay, let's get on to get well.
Triton 2 copies, RTB.
Waypoint 5.
Neptune copies, RTB.
Yeah, well, just passed it.
Triton flight, RTB.
I'm at, you're not on me, are you?
No, I think I'm ahead of you. I'm at 3,700 right now.
Okay, I'm at Angels 7. I'm gonna slow down to about 350.
Italian.
I think you're, no, yeah, you're a little bit behind actually. I think we were relatively on time. We're a couple seconds off.
It would have been like 2 or 3 seconds off.
Which isn't bad.
Yeah, considering
My God, did that shoot up.
Thing go, that was messed up. A joystick disconnecting halfway through that was inopportune moment.
Oh, I got off from that. You know what? I'm just gonna let this. I'm sorry. I put on coupled autopilot. I should have given you a better. Yeah. Let me get the VRCs. VRC is 308.
Roger. Jesus Christ, girl, what are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
You can't change your course when you're coupled.
Oh shit, you're right. I'm sorry, Shelley. That's my bad.
It's all good.
I'm usually the person following.
65 miles away. You said 308?
Yeah, 308. I'm gonna get back on target here, and then I'm not gonna. That was my bad.
It's all good. Didn't die, so we're fine.
Yeah, how was the? I know we both burned and shot off. How close were we?
Sorry, can you ask your question again? I'm confused.
What was our separation?
Oh, I was about 150 feet above you.
Flight
and
leads, what's your thoughts on stacking?
That's not bad.
We got 4 flights. I guess first 2 in should take 3, second 2 on 4.
Sound good for everybody?
Looks like I'm furthest back, I think. We can go, or we should, we only have 3 flights, so we should go 3, 4, and 5.
Well, it looks to me that Triton 1 flight and Kraken flight are in front of me. And if you're in the back, then you'd be behind me. So let's have Kraken and Triton 1, you take Angels 3, and Neptune and Triton 2 will take Angels 4.
There's currently a flight to my right. We're at about 2 mile separation and closing.
Yeah, that should be Triton.
Have visual on you guys. We're coming right a little bit here, and we will descend to Angel 6. Did you conflict?
Copy. We're at 744. You can wave to Triton from here.
I know, right?
Union Marshal, Triton 207220. Marking moms 077 from 48.
I switched over to Union as well.
Good idea.
Gotta do that call in now anyways. So.
Union Marshal 209 holding hands with 224. Marking moms 085 for 45. What's your state? Low state 8.1.
7.9.
Close enough.
Union Marshal 207 holding hands with 220. Marking moms 076 for 43. Angel 6, low state 8.3, inbound for the Marshall stack, Angels 3.
I should have said it's inbound for Marshall stack.
Union Marshal 208, holding hands with 217, 218, inbound for the stack,
Nice that we
Angels
have a
4,
two-ship
marking
instead of
moms.
four-ship.
Oh yeah. Dash 2 is better than Dash 4. For sure.
Low state
Especially for this part. Not counting a minute and a
Here,
half.
Marshal 204, holding hands with 213, 223. Marking moms 080 for 44, Angels 10. Inbound to the Marshall stack at Angels 4.
So, Trey and Angel 3, and Kraken and Angels 4.
The 2 flights, what flight are you, Vixen?
No, Vixen, you would be Vixen, you and Skyfall Flight. You're 2 flights up ahead. You guys are taking Angels 3, and Neptune Flight and Triton 2 Flight are taking Angels 4.
With joint task force.
Okay, copy.
Yeah, we're gonna separate laterally on the stack.
We're gonna have a lateral separation stack. So we're gonna be at Angels 3 with Triton to our right.
Copy, Union Marshal.
Yes,
Do we have a BRC?
Like a private community.
308 the last time I
Yeah,
checked.
I know, I'm sorry. Crank up your
207
microphone, see if
request
that's a bit
BRC
better.
from Marshal.
So it's a private community. It's called Joint Task Force Heavy. I'll get a link in the chat here once we land on the boat.
PRC 308. 308. 207.
Yeah,
That was
absolutely.
308,
I'll,
correct?
I think it's Joint Task Force
Yeah,
Heavy,
308.
I believe. But I could be wrong.
Well, as a lesson learned, it should be
Yeah, it's a ton of fun, man.
to not slow down as much as we did because of how fast it was going to shoot up. Probably should have only slowed down. I don't know. I think we slowed down like 100.
Vixen, you wanna... It looks like a lot of us are getting really close, all at the same time here. There's another 3-ship off to my left.
Oh, yep. Tally.
I'm furthest to your left. I'll come out left a little bit and then come back in and rejoin at position 1.
Yeah, let's get on the deck. We'll do a debrief on the deck.
Alright, copy that. So for the sake of further deconfliction, Triton 1 flight will go straight to the initial.
Copy. Okay, so 1's going to go initial, just straight away, and we're going to hit Angels 3.
Roger, roger. Just let me know when you're descending.
I'm going to do just a little bit of a corrective turn here.
Union Marshal 207 holding hands.
Turning right.
0 will be going straight to the initial.
It depends on the operation. Right now we've got 4 different flights and 10 different pilots total. The most I've been involved in, there was 40 something. So it can get pretty crowded. And all different airframes too, not all just F-18s. 16s, 15s, Harriers, Vigans, Mirages, A-10s, helicopters. It's a whole ass squadron. It's crazy. Nice. Yeah, so there's actually 2 different squadrons. There's
Okay,
the
we're going to start
119.
beginning our descent.
Roger that. You say banking right and descent?
Yeah, we're going to, let's bank right a little bit, and we'll descend to Angels 3.
Roger. So the one I'm in is 119, which is the Navy F-18 squadron. And then there's 290, which is a Marine F-18 squadron. Not a whole lot of difference, to be honest with you, but...
I'm going to slow down too.
Okay.
I'm going to slow down and see if we can hit 250.
Alright, I'm cutting it idle.
That's fine. I'm giving you a little bit of room.
Yeah, I think you probably cut the idle pretty well the same time I did, because I stayed pretty much stationary, so...
I didn't have straight dive.
Union Marshal 207, see you at 10.
Union Marshal 209, see you at 10.
So the 19s are always carrier,
Okay,
pretty much always carrier, whereas the 290
we're at 10 now.
is,
So I'm just going to keep dipping.
sorry, say again.
We're going to hit altitude, our Angels 3, so I'm dipping pretty hard.
Yeah, roger.
I'm going to turn a little bit right to make sure that we're not going to hit anybody.
I'm with you.
Okay. Going back up, James 3. And then we'll keep slowing down until we hit 250.
Roger. I'm gonna throw my hook down. You got good.
Yeah, let's do our HALR checks.
Union Marshal
Is it
208, see
speeding
you
up
at
to
10.
250?
Yep, 250.
Yeah, so 119 does mostly carrier operations, whereas the VMF, I think it's VMF 290, the Marine jets, they do more land-based stuff. They will do carrier as well, but more often than not, it's land-based.
Currently 1,000 pounds overweight. I'm gonna dump a little bit.
Union Marshal 207 on the initial.
I'm sitting at 35. We got to do one flop around, so we should be fine.
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna turn right a little bit. Turn right. Just so we maintain our distance away from the ship.
Marshal Stack Angels 4, position 1.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna start turning in now for 30 degrees.
Roger. I'm with you.
207, kiss roll. 207 in the break.
So yeah, the task force is trying to be as fairly realistic in terms of a lot of the procedures, like the carry operation stuff. Like we do actual qualifications, case 3 landings, which is super awesome because when I first started, case 3 was not something I was doing at all. So it's nice to.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. We're gonna go on this pass. So if we don't need to be exactly at 3,000 or 34,000.
I'm with you. Ready whenever you want to move. We commencing on position 3 here.
Yeah, when we position 3.
There now, aren't
Yep, and okay.
Union Marshal 209224 commencing for position 3.
Union Marshal 204 entering stack, Angels 4, position 1.
I'm gonna straighten out.
207, wave off. 207, wave off.
Oh shit, too much speed.
You should pass me.
I'm too fast. No, I didn't pass you. Well, I mean, like, I'm right underneath you, so don't go too far down.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, I just got a fucking rattle for 80 feet. What the fuck?
I lost tally on you.
Figured. I have no clue where you are.
220, paddles contact, wind
You should
25 knots
slow
down
down.
the angle.
Just slow down. Come up behind. I'm going 350.
I'm 319 right now, so.
220, Hornet ball, state 7.1.
Okay, I'm taking a left turn going towards the ship.
Right.
You're a little high. On flight path, little high.
Just a little behind you. I'm catching up.
On and on, drifting a little left.
That's what happens when I let the speed get away from me.
Yeah, there's
Got a need for speed, okay?
Bolter, bolter.
Union Marshal 208, dropping the stack, position 3 from Angels 4 to Angels 3.
220, good pass. Watch the verbal over the Phantom.
220, re-entering pattern.
I'm gonna pull a little bit harder. A little bit of a pull. Okay, we're lined up.
209+1, commence on initial.
.209, Union Marshal, watch for traffic below and in front. 207, Hornet Bull, state 7.1. Roger Ball, Hornet, you are on glide path and on glide slope. On and on.
I'm with you.
Red deck.
Okay, wait for kiss
Marshal 208, will traffic allow commencement on this pass?
I think we're good, yeah. We're about ground initial.
Clear deck.
You should have sent it
209, in the break.
Yeah, I just called it in.
220, Hornet ball, state 6.7.
224 in the break.
Long, slightly above glide path. On glide slope, sorry.
Heavy wind commence on this pass.
Copy. We'll go around one more time then.
Put it just above glide path. On and on.
Contact.
Forward. Yeah, that was one.
Clear deck.
Yeah, so normally she should have commenced or started her break right at the fan towel there.
209, paddles contact, wind 25 knots down the angle, BRC 308, clear deck.
All good. She's just now turning onto her final I'm usually turning on to my final around now or so. So it's a little bit delayed.
Unit Marshal 208, commencing position 3, Angels 3.
209, Hornet Ball, state 5.5.
But that's okay.
Roger, Ball Hornet. Once you get around this turn here, you'll be on glide path.
So we're coming around, hooks down, gears down, everything else is good. Don't lose so much altitude here.
On glide path, above glide.
Around. Coming around, coming around, coming around, coming around. Tighten it up a bit. There.
Saw that.
.224 paddles contact, winds 24 knots down the angle, BRC 308, clear deck. A little long, a little high, and a little right. Coming on glide path. Level up.
224, Hornet Balls, 86.1.
Rotor Ball Hornet on glide path. On and on.
Wait a
Taking
bit.
a little left.
Foul deck.
Oh, go ahead, fella.
208, at the initial.
Vixen.
04, and
No,
position 1,
Vixen.
request to commence on next pass.
You're clear to commence next pass.
Green deck.
Show 7 on the break. 208, paddles contact, winds 25 knots on the angle, BRC 308, clear deck. Two and 8.
Four wire, you think? Maybe. It felt good. Let's find out. What was my wire there, boss?
208, Hornet Ball, state 6.0.
I got too greedy.
Too greedy.
I've not
Yeah.
seen a one wire yet. I'm not sure exactly which one switched up.
Well, not a one wire. I don't care then.
With my parking.
I think you were a
okay.
3-wire, Shilly.
Nice. It felt good.
Flight control.
Red deck. Red deck. 3 wire.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Unit Marshal 204, commencing.
Yeah, I did my kiss off a little late, Chili.
Wheel chocks,
But we weren't a force yet, so I took a little bit of
Clear
liberty
that,
on
copy.
that just to give myself some room so I
Two
didn't
one seven,
try to
paddles
get
contact,
there.
winds
Yeah,
25
that's
knots
fine.
on the angle, BRC 308, clear deck.
Yes, I do. Just give me 1 second. I'll punch her into chat. There you go. I guess I should make a chat command for that. That would make sense.
27, Hornet Ball, state 5.5.
Thunderball,
What
you
was your
are
ending
high
fuel
and
there,
right.
Vixen?
5.3.
Nice. Yeah, man. Join up.
Coming
Always room for more.
on, glide path. You're still above glide.
Yeah, we got rid of jets enough by the time we
Coming on and on, even if drifting move.
2-wire.
Right there.
Two-wire.
I will say that one scared me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Had a little Harrier action going on there at the end.
Just got a drifter in.
Weird. LSO doesn't even see this person.
2-8 Hornet ball 4.
How do you see the LSS?
Left alt F9.
Alt F9? Yeah, left alt F9.
It only shows you if you call in.
A little left.
That
AI.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, does it just know it like that?
So tonight we did a retard bomb strike on this pile of stuff, which obviously a lot of things lived, but there was like 300 infantry here. So once we're done here, we'll be pulling up attack view and doing a debrief of how the flight went for everybody. Once everybody recovers, looks like we got 3 more birds there to recover. Once they're safe and back on the deck, then we'll do a debrief. It's actually pretty awesome the way
And
the
that
attack
one
view and everything
like
works.
looked better than the one before it, and had a one line.
I find it so like inconsistent. Sometimes it'll be like the nicest like approach ever, and then you catch a one wire for no reason.
I think they're actually modeling like indeterministic, like post-skip physics.
Yeah, maybe. Like some of them, like I saw the hook hit the deck at the 2-wire, but it pulls a 1-wire.
204 on the break.
Move it all move away from a one wire is not letting your hook hit the deck before the one wire, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to
Something
hit that subscribe button. I do this every Tuesday and every Friday for 119. And then
I was
we've
on
got
the
some
ball,
operations stuff that
and I
we're
practiced
starting
being
as well.
on the
So
ball.
feel free to join back in whatever.
Instead of being on the
whenever
ball,
you
I
feel
started
like.
going a
Thanks,
little
man.
bit higher than the ball, and just maintaining that speed. And suddenly I was getting 2s and 3s again, and I'm like, okay.
If you do it dead on the flows thing, it breaks like 90% of the time. It's stupid.
Yeah, no, you will get one you're on the ball.
Did anybody else get thrown by the ships out there thinking they were that they were planes in the pattern?
No. Also, you're not the only one that fell off the boat.
Oh, good.
I fell off the boat?
Who's 218?
Who's 218?
I'm 208.
It's a fire medic.
Fire.
Oh.
I was trying to come for like the tightest, crispiest lineup on my parking job.
Yeah, you got.
And all of a sudden I felt like a dunk, and I'm like, oh, I got greedy, and I felt the tip happen, and I was like, spectators, and I just popped out.
We've got to have a night
Make
when
those
we
mistakes
parking.
204 Hornet ball 6.5.
Parking simulator.
Park simulator DCS style. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't do that kind of parking on a campaign. That was real greedy, for an inch.
Coming on and on.
The biggest thing to remember
On
on
and
a
on.
campaign though is make sure to shut your engine down all the way.
Got it.
To that one there too. It looked clean all the way in.
Oh yeah,
It was a little high, or a little low at the very end.
Was it?
Otherwise,
Okay.
yeah.
208 Hornet ball 6.1.
Roger ball, Hornet, winds 25 knots on the angle, BRC 08, clear deck.
Skittles, we're gonna get run over.
Little high. Coming on, glide back. Correct left, or correct right. Little. Little high, little.
About.
I wish it would tell you which wire you hook, even if you don't call in. That'd be nice. But I guess the system doesn't know who's doing what if you don't do the columns, I suppose.
That's why we have pirate though.
It's true. You
Yeah,
have
but
a-
it
an
knows that you
automated
landed
pirate.
and you got a wire. So
That's true.
it can just count it. Like it definitely knows.
Mr. Mike coming in.
So sometimes I because I don't have track IR open right now. I find it hard to look over at every wire that's coming in because there's somebody right behind you in the pattern because you're doing a great job with spacing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Pirates. Fireback, I got a jet.
Alright, all good, man. Good
See you,
stuff.
buddy.
Take it easy.
This is good.
Oh.
Spoke too soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. That looked really good. Looked like he was gonna come down.
I know, it felt good too.
It's all because of the lack of ball call.
Oh, I did the ball call.
No, he called ball.
Oh shit, my radio turned off. Never mind.
You got robbed, Mike.
I feel like I did.
That's what happened to me my first one. My first approach was almost spot on and it fucking skipped over it. Yeah.
You just gotta skip over the first wire and then catch one of the other ones.
Exactly.
Look, if I could do that.
I made a career out of that.
That is skipping over the one wire?
Yeah.
Well, what I think is super cool though is that it's not like a shooting off the boat's like, oh, that sucks, and it's not like a emergency thing. 'Cause, I don't know. This is like even catching a wire is like laid back at this point.
Hey.
This shit's practice.
Getting too comfortable. Gotta add
Too
Gotta add
comfortable.
some danger into it.
Yeah, imagine the stress of
40 knot
flying into the
winds.
campaign at a pitch black case 3.
That was amazing.
Enemy snipers. It was on the deck.
They did fire like 50 AKs at you guys. I wasn't expecting all of that.
I got
While
hit.
we were dropping?
I think I
Did
got
anybody?
hit.
Yeah, I think there had to be at least somebody who got hit. I was not expecting.
Let me check my plane here.
Backing the plane as the pilot? No, that's for the crew chiefs.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't get hit. I mean, I saw it coming. I gunned it and pulled off.
There were a lot of tracers, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't think I got
They
hit.
shot up between us, and I was sitting right on top of you, so must have missed. I don't see any holes in here.
Hey, Pirate,
Yeah.
did you see what wire I caught? I don't think I caught which wire I got.
I don't see nothing on you either. So
Yeah, I don't. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I don't.
who was that?
That's
Wiz?
good. Yeah.
Wiz? It was
Yep.
a 2-wire.
Wait,
2-wire.
Yeah.
Freaking joystick disconnected right as we were about to commence.
Yeah,
Dangerous.
yeah. I'm like, I don't even know what to do in that situation. Like, what do you need? what can I do to help you?
Nothing. Luckily, what ended up happening was my plane climbed in altitude instead of dipping in altitude, because of the dip we fucked. I would have crashed into you for sure.
Oh no.
Bring it right.
Oh man.
Hooray, 2-wire.
Good job, Mike.
Nice job. We made it back.
So there was only what, a couple boulders, or?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Again, bolters are not necessarily a bad thing. I'd rather bolter.
Bolter better than smushing into the back of the deck.
Falling off.
Exactly.
Falling off.
I waved off. I had a shitty pattern.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I saw your like wing plane. I was like, oh, that seems a little off for this plane.
Yeah, it was terrible. I was trying to get it tight, but I did it late. I broke late.
No, but good on doing that because sometimes I just try to push them. Like, oh, it's a fighter jet. I can get it.
Oh man, he put the blast deck up in my way.
Hotting it.
Cool. I am going to shut this down so that I can get into the meeting.
I
Oh,
see that.
shit.
I just saw that you put your.
Oh man, Discord.
Like
Just
snowplow mode or
so-
whattever.
No, he's got
Or
it.
velocity vector.
He's got it boxed on. It's just that they're on target.
What's going
So,
on
like-
here?
What's going on?
A happy coincidence.
I don't know if it's much of a coincidence.
Oh, it failed.
They're both right because they're coming at their targets for the bombing strike.
Oh boy.
Hurriers.
They've got some cool. They've got some neat little toys in the HUD too. Like they've got some kind of crazy
freaking
IR
FLIR
sensor
thing?
that can. Yeah, the FLIR thing.
It's like cheating.
Terrain mapping FLIR, I think.
Yeah, it detects like heat blooms where it'll like detect small arms fire and notate it with a little caret or whatever on your HUD or your Jahemix.
That's pretty cool.
It's like cheating.
Yeah, the Argentinians never had a chance. Cool. I'm gonna give everyone 2 minutes for bathroom, but I am gonna hit this TAC view because I think it shows up really a lot of cool things that happen when we start doing TOT. Also, actually, before
I think we got some targets.
Yeah. Okay. So everything was a success, and I actually want to, before we take a little tiny break, I am super impressed by everybody that participated tonight. Doing TOT is one of like the complicated things that not many people like. Everybody likes a sim and wants to get into it, but not many people are dedicated enough to like get into this and learn these intricacies that make it really really fucking cool. And I'm going to show you why this is so awesome, like in this TAC view. I'm just super impressed by every one of you guys.
It was cool enough hearing everybody just sound off like all at the same time that they were dropping. I was like, okay, shit, this works.
yeah, and you'll see what the results of that are. But it's like, okay, so just in general, as 119 started to grow and grow, I got a little bit like concerned internally about like, basically the proportion of people that take this seriously and like the same things we do. But just
quality
thank
versus
you guys.
quantity.
Yeah, just thank you guys for being here and being awesome, because you guys have made it pretty easy on us. Not to say everybody's not doing a bunch of work to help this out, but just good stuff, guys, all the way around.
For sure.
Cool. Give me 90 seconds and then we'll get into this TAC view.
Sweet.
Well, I think I fixed my MFD problem that made me go in the water yesterday, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Hey,
something I learned is the ATC works on TOT. It'll keep your throttle exactly where it needs to be, so you end up on target on the right track.
Oh,
really?
Interesting.
That's legit.
Ooh.
I guess that makes sense though. I mean, it's all part of the same computer.
Oh, kidding. I'd have to mess around with that a little bit.
Yeah, but does it have solitaire for while I'm bored? And it does everything for me?
I don't think mine did that. I ATC'd and I was like 3 knots over.
And it adjusted to it? Interesting.
I don't know if it adjusted.
He's right. It worked. It is there. You do have to make some adjustments though, because I did get fast at one point and had to slow it off of it. take it off
Is there-
ATC, and
is
that was a function of dropping in altitude.
Is there a particular sequence in when you press it, or no? Right?
No.
I pressed it when I was en route to waypoint 4, and it automatically sped my jet up. And
Really?
then leveled off at a certain speed. But then I was like 1.5 miles behind Sinjin, so I took it off, sped up, and I threw it on as I was coming up to him, and it pulled it all the way back and dropped down to the right speed.
Oh.
It's probably just a matter of speed gain from altitude drop. ATC doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not good at
Yeah,
mitigating
exactly.
that. So.
But it was great. Waldo had a great pickup, so it was awesome. I didn't know that before. I always struggled to try and get it just right.
Hey, Pirate, is the site with the TAC views working? I'm getting a 502 bad gateway on it.
So I took down the server. I shut down the server, so I don't think that service is running. But I can put it back up on a different mission if we want to download it that way. I
Okay.
can also just post it and.
Yeah, you can just post it. That would be great. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, so not a terrible amount to go through on the launches, except for we were able to launch 10 Hornets in 20 minutes. And that's I'm gonna give like leeway again for that because I didn't set the loadouts correctly. But that's pretty damn good. Better than I think our average would be if we were gonna be tracking this data, which I might start doing. I think obviously probably an unrealistic thing to shoot for is that during flight operations, typically a boat can launch a Hornet every 30 seconds on average. But I think great job on that. Great job on getting off. Everybody didn't seem like anybody had any issues. Oh, what happened with the hold position bug? Was somebody able to fix that? Because I heard that announced a couple times, and it didn't seem like it became.
For
an issue.
me, I was taxiing to Cat 1 while I think somebody was taking off on Cat 2. They were already hooked up. Their JBD was up. I was getting the 213 hold position, so I just chilled out and waited until whoever was on Cat 2 launched, and then they took me and didn't have any issues after that.
Interesting. So it's probably not letting us hook up on 1 and 2 simultaneously, even though I did see that happen with a couple people earlier.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can do it simultaneously, if there's like a timing issue to it, but yeah, that's kind of like it. That's kind of my default is I'm just gonna wait for whoever's on the Cat next to me to launch and then go for mine.
All right, so yeah, no, basically awesome timing on Kobe launches. Good stuff. Everybody got to their waypoint 1. Some of these circles were a little wide for the spacing that I had you guys set up in, but that's like you guys were altitude separated.
My group, that was me. I was looking at something and I got us wide, so that was on me on my group.
I think it was everybody, but you guys were altitude separated by like 4,000 feet, so I don't think this was an issue. I don't even know why I even mentioned it there. But one of the after we get the push, if anybody can speak on it as a flight lead, what were you seeing on your HSI that indicated that you should push?
I was just
The
paranoid it was
rapidly increasing required speed.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't want it to get too fast, so I was kind of decided to push, and I was like, wait, no, I still have too much time. I kind of veered off again. I was too paranoid that it was gonna be too fast to catch up.
So I prefer be paranoid like in that way than paranoid that you're going too early or too late, I guess. Or wait, no. Yeah, too late. It's always easier to make up time, and I'll show you guys what happens because all of you guys are in different positions in this orbit when the push call is made. Did you guys also coordinate? Because I couldn't hear mids. Were you guys coordinating your pushes together, or were you all just kind of looking at your own instruments?
We were coordinating on mids for sure.
We were just in different positions within the circle.
No, and that's fine. So I'm gonna say, as far as the TOT mission goes, anything that happens before this point over here doesn't matter. And you'll see like how this kind of plays out. it's oriented like that, and then go back. All right. So as we roll out to start our runs here, I would have done an in place here, probably, Sinjin, just to get your nose around. I don't know if you guys did a really fast turn or anything like that.
I every time we had a speed, I gained a lot. I gained too much time. And so that's why I was expecting it, and I did. I gained time on the turnaround.
And also, what ended up happening as we come over here, as we'll see, is that you were probably the closest to the preferred speed on the actual release here. But you'll see all of you guys get kind of lined up in different positions here. And I was like, oh, that's a 10-mile difference. But wait, that's what TOT is for. So you got these guys here going 300 knots. And you got Sinjin's flight over here going 420. And that's because the only thing that they're flying off of is a point here and a time. So the speeds, the 3D directions, like everything in space doesn't
We also
matter.
had ground speed set on the TOT to 420.
Well, so it turns out you probably would have needed to go 420 the whole time with where you guys rolled out with. So that was also a good call. But it also doing your required speed is valid. But you'll see as we approach the target, you'll see what happens as get here. So that's like as good as we can hope for.
Wow. Where's the footage of this? Like the actual footage?
I'll try to
Make
get a
that
track
happen for
file
you.
if we want. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's probably some good stuff in there.
That's pretty cool.
If you get the track file, can you post it?
Yeah, I'll post it. I'll repost the ones from the campaign too to see if.
It looks like Skyfall's flight hit the deck sooner than most of us. We were trying to get low, but low and controlled.
Yep, Skyfall's flight was also rolled out faster than everybody, and so thus had to be
Can you
slower than
pause right
everybody.
here?
Yep.
What's everyone's speed comparatively?
You got Skyfall's flight at 300, true
We
air
were
speed.
real fast.
Sinjin's still up at 420. Hilariously, Vixen did not hit 420, but Patty hit up 440 because he realized that he was slightly behind at the very end, so he probably hit the gap. I think before that, let me go back a little bit ways on Patty's flight. Yeah, he was down at 300 with Skyfall and stuff like that.
Yeah, we had to hit the gas, you, me, and Vixen.
Yeah, we had to pick up and it started getting close.
Yeah, and that's totally that's what TOT is for. It tells you like what you need to do to hit that TOT. I don't know if I've mentioned before, but the naval aviation is fused ordnance on time and on target. Like it's our main objectives all the time. So like this is the essence of it, and this is like what makes it easy for us as well. So you got Patty, who was at 300, and then as he approaches feet dry, pumps it up to 420 basically. Perfectly valid, and because the only thing that matters is being over this point at the perfect point in time. Oh damn, Vixen was a little slow here. I wonder. Let's see what happened.
Yeah,
Well, we
so
pump her up,
we
don't
were
you worry.
we were 100 knots off. What happened was we were 100 knots off, right? Like below, and then the required ground speed shot up about 250 in like 7 seconds, and we went, oh shit, and it was already 500. So we had to book it instantly, and then slowed back down right before target.
So that is something that can happen if you're going too slow. As it's almost like intercepting an ILS bearing, if that makes any sense to people. Where like if you're descending really fast, you're gonna shoot all the way through that ILS bearing without even a chance to basically hit it. But also you gotta fly what the computer tells you to do. So it's also perfectly valid to be at those speeds at those times.
I have a question for what's coming up. It looks like, I mean, and we'll get there, but when we're braking and trying to go off safe, it looks like we've got some intersecting flights or some flight paths. So is there something to be said about being consistent with which direction the flights break off?
So that might be a briefing failure. a lot of times, so in essence, it depends on where the greatest threats are coming from, separate from whatever your target is. Like, so if we're attacking these targets and there's like the only expected air threats or any other kind of threats are from up here, then you're always going to go south for your egress.
Gotcha.
Here also mountains are a consideration. So
yeah. Yeah, so that would be a briefing thing. For this, I guess really the only thing I was concerned is everything that happened up until this point. Like, past that, like.
No, we weren't conflicted or anything like that. It was just kind of close. You'll see.
But that is like, you know, it's weird how math and 3D spaces work. How you just set a point and a time, and then everybody can do their own thing and end up in the same position.
This is amazing, Pirate.
I know.
Been this good.
I know, and we have so many people.
I know.
I'm just blown away.
I snuck ahead forward a bit. You should see the bomb drop. It's gnarly.
No peeking.
Too late.
But look at that. I mean, we're within seconds, if not dead on.
Yeah. Look at this.
I mean, oh my God, that's amazing.
This was the one I was actually spectating. It was the one they opened up really early.
Look at all the AK fire.
All the AK shoot.
Okay, yeah. So Vixen's flight's breaking left. We're gonna be breaking right here in a sec.
I ended up at 300 feet when I did my run, and those AK tracers were real close.
So, Pirate, if you want to go back a bit, whenever you're done looking at what you're looking at, for the actual bomb drop. So if you compare, I'm just curious to know when Skyfall and Sinks dropped their bombs versus when me and Vixen dropped our bombs. So it's 2-ship to 2-ship. And where you guys were targeting.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, you definitely got it.
Yeah, you got it.
So where were you guys targeting, Skyfall?
We did the middle sections.
Okay, so me and Vixen, if you look at ours.
That's a good question, yeah. Because we did it.
We did it at the very beginning and at the middle. Like dead center.
That actually looked better, so.
Yeah, so the target point must not be the strafing center.
So my target point was at the very start of the group of dudes. Or not the dudes, but the group of vehicles or whatever.
Mine was right on waypoint, which was the center.
Yeah.
Those still flew for. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So your target point is the first bomb drop. That is good to know.
Can you run mine back?
Yeah.
Let's see how.
It was a massive convoy for the 8 bombs, but I mean, most of those guys would have been overpressured, killed anyway. So.
So say if they were trying to like muster to do something, do you think that they could still accomplish this after what just happened?
No, God, no. That's what I mean. Like all of the individual like personnel, they'd be overpressure killed, 100%. From 8 500-pound bombs dropping on their noggin, yeah.
Yeah, everything was moved up by.
I think I almost get clipped by Sinjin's bombs because I was low and they were a little early.
They were so incredibly early that I have no idea why.
Sometimes, like, so I don't. If you accidentally have your HSI box or your SA page box and you hit your TDC direction, sometimes it'll wildly skew it off. There's some weird stuff happening. Okay,
if you have
so
your HUD box, it'll slew like madness too.
I was curious about this one as well. Just because it was the 3-ship, and I saw it was probably the same thing that happened though, because it looked like the whole first quarter of it wasn't hit by anything.
For mine, I targeted I was assigned the middle, and I just used the waypoint as my auto designate since I knew that was in the middle of the convoy.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think I targeted the front on accident. I meant to target towards the rear, but It
We
looks
set
like I went to the back.
6 and I set the ground speed in our computer to 450. But at no point along the route did we make it to 450.
No, because I think your required ground speed. I don't know exactly how putting in that ground speed works in the TOT aspect, because I always just did target and time and just did my required ground speed the whole way through. But yeah, you basically didn't get above 300 true airspeed for your entire flight in. But that's what you had to do in order to hit the TOT, because you were the first ones to roll out.
Yeah, but in a way, it worked. It kind of worked against us here. We took so much fire at
So that is another thing. What I would have probably done in your position is, if you get into this position and your required is saying 308, I would just slow down right here, and do it before you get close to target. But pull off the gas and go below your required ground speed. Make up some of the ground so that your required ground speed is a little bit higher, and then hit the gas again.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
That's
Can
what
you go over ours?
I tried to do that, Pirate, but it seemed like the required wasn't picking up as fast as I wanted it to.
It won't until it starts getting close. So it's it's a fine line, and you don't want to be too slow, which is, I think, what the opposite of what happened to Vixen down here is. They were too fast, and then trying to adjust, they fell right through the line that they were trying to hit.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I will say, hitting IP and being stacked at cruise distance is fucking terrifying.
That's fine.
I thought I was gonna slam into the top of Skyfall the entire way.
Wait till we ask for parade.
Well, hopefully we're
Parade
not
is
gonna
fine
put
as long
you
as
in
I can see
parade.
who's around me.
Okay, so that is interesting. When you are stacked in trail, you do want to be far enough back that you can see their aircraft at all. And I know that might put you too far back in the way this is, but basically, if you're in trail and stacked up and you can't see, then you're being unsafe. So that has to be the distance. That's going to be our minimus. Cool. Yeah, just awesome stuff. These guys are not having a good day.
Little tinnitus.
Yeah. And everybody came back, and that was some awesome recoveries. I'm gonna keep track, and I will update the CQ stuff. I have to figure out, because I'm not eloquently handling token expiration on my own way up there now, so figure that shit out. Yeah, good recoveries, just good stuff all around, guys. I'm so impressed. Does anybody want to see anything specific? Cool.
Everybody's recoveries look good. I don't think we had too many boltering issues. We had barely any bolters tonight.
No, again, okay, so I'm gonna, I guess, put this out as a general advisory. I'm never gonna look down on a bolter. What I am gonna start hammering out, because I saw a couple tonight, or two things tonight that I saw that I'm gonna start hammering down on, is being long in the groove, which is making your turn down in a little bit late. When we have this many people, the faster you can make your turn in comfortably and get on deck, the better.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is I don't know if it's just the way it sounded at the LSO station, but I feel like I heard a lot of people cutting power over the fantail. And it kind of coalesced with people who seemed like they were high on over the fantail. So it's I get why it's happening, but it's a double thing that you want to fix. The best thing to do is just not be high. It's be a little bit better on your glide slope. And if you are high, I would prefer you not cut power and just wave off. I know it's easier said than done. I don't think I've ever been able to generally do that consistently as a person, but yeah, that is the preference.
Yep.
Cool.
Very good. Thanks for putting that together so quick, Pirate.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Well, that is TOT. That is one of the, I would say, like top 3 most complicated things that we do in 119. We do pride ourselves on it. When we are tasked it, we aren't tasked it very often, but good stuff all around.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one.
St. John, you got anything to add?
Oh, I was super impressed with everybody, and that was a real honor to be a part of. So, nice job, everybody.
I have a question, Pirate. So the groove begins when? When you call the ball, like, or like 3/4 of the mile call the ball? Is that
the groove technically starts when you are wings level? So
gotcha.
So I can probably pick something out here.
Yeah.
And because that is another thing I noticed, people calling the ball a little early.
You're supposed to call the ball when you see the ball, right?
3/4 of the mile. 3/4 of a mile, rather.
So okay, so it's difference between causal and what's supposed to happen. If you do the pattern correctly, you will roll out at 3/4 of a mile.
Okay.
So it's not a call it at 3/4 of a mile. It's call it when you're wings level on BRC or final or whatever. But the ball is like, so if you roll wings level out here, you're going to be long in the groove or long on the ball, I guess is what he would say. And remember, this turn takes you all the way through the wake and then back on to the course to hit.
So if I went wings level at 15 seconds, I landed at 25. Okay, that's 13. Yeah. Quick.
Pirate, isn't the call if you can't see the ball when you roll out Clara?
Yes. And Judy is to tell me to shut the fuck up if you ever need me to shut the fuck up. So technically he's starting to point kind of towards the carrier. This is not the ball. He is not settled level flight. This is also still not ball. I guess the best way to say it is when you finish this maneuver is when you're on the ball.
When you're on final lineup.
So now I'm calling ball. Because you know that whatever lineup that you're showing to the LSO is the lineup that you're probably going to be on when you're flying in.
Gotcha.
I'm not trying to call you out, Skyfall, but actually this is pretty damn good. Yeah, that's almost perfect, actually. Yep. So if you are a mile and a half back, and you are wings level and pointing at the carrier, then you are what is known as long in the groove. That is the actual definition of it.
So how does that change then when you're in a 2-3 ship, whatever, when you're extending your downwind?
You should
Well, you're not
never.
supposed to extend it.
You should never have to extend your downwind.
Well, your
If
downwind's
everybody-
automatically extended by the point where you're braking, right?
Negative. Your upwind. No. So your downwind should always start at the same point relative to this boat, which is all everything is measured off of.
Right.
So if you are continuing upwind with your brake far enough,
Yeah.
then you should have enough room to come around, and then the person in front of you should be able to turn at the fantail and land, and you should be able to turn at the fantail and land.
Okay.
That's why the upwind is so long for the brake time.
Yeah,
of
no.
15 seconds.
I'm just trying to think because it seems like it's almost fairly consistent with the ones that I've done it's been like a mile and a half by the time it feels like the right time, if you will, to turn into turn final, like to be on time for the other person to be clearing the deck.
Well, there could be two things that are happening with that. One is that you're using your eyes are telling you, oh, that's too early to turn. And I would say the geometry of it would argue against that. Like you're all following the same path around, and you all should be about the same speed, so that like whatever spacing you have should maintain all the way through that pattern.
Right.
The other thing that could be happening is is the person in front of you. If anybody in front of you doesn't make the turn in at the right time, it extends everybody else in the pattern.
Right.
Which is why they say if you're long in the groove, you're going to be the one waved off. If there's somebody else that's coming out of the group behind you, and they turned at the right time and you didn't, you're supposed to wave off this front guy and tell him to go around.
Okay.
So that's something that everybody in a flight can do to, like, maybe push the people in front of you to get better a little bit about this. Is fly your pattern and fly the markers. And if especially if I'm doing LSO like today and I see something like that, like I'll wave somebody off. Again, if like there's if we're in a campaign, like don't, and we had a stressful mission, like no, don't have more stress on. Everybody's just trying to get back and float at that point.
Yeah. So the marker then is for you to turn your final is the rear of the boat.
When you can see the fantail.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a little bit past the back of it so that you
Yeah.
can actually get vision
Well,
on it. But yeah.
So if you do banklers, and you go past, you have to, banklers is like, I would probably say between 2/3 and 3/4 of the boat, like the length of the boat is when you start your turn on banklers. Otherwise it will ding you 10 points.
So it is, I'm not going to like bash mine because it's an awesome tool, but it is extremely hard to program this, which is why that thing is so amazing. Like the exact, pattern that you need. DCS mission editor can only get so close, and scripting can only get so close.
Well, the other thing too, like banklers is the exact same situation, the exact same scenario, the exact same everything every single time you do it, which in my mind, yeah, it's a great tool, but that it can also very quickly form really bad training scars.
I would say the NATOP says when you can see the round down, and I think it says that for a reason, which is why we've kind of latched onto that so hard. I think it's the separation best for safety and for spacing and for efficiency.
Yeah.
The bankless mission, guys, is something that if you pay attention to it, when you go from that mission to one of our training missions or the campaign or any other mission, even the sight picture is slightly different.
Yep.
So it's so strict, bankless, that if you do follow it and you can manage and still not be stuck on a sight picture, because that's my problem, is the sight picture so different.
Yeah.
Then when I fly the missions, I'm off.
Gotta be one with the wires. Gotta visualize the hook falling into it.
Dominate the ball.
Now, again, guys, it's crazy how awesome you guys have been recently. Mind blown. Cool. If nobody has anything else, I think we're good to go.
Sweet.
Got lots of fun tac view footage to look over.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
Definitely.
Have a good one, Skyfall.
Have a good
Alright,
one.
bye.
Alrighty. See you
Ciao,
next
guys.
time.
Guys, that was a great one.
All right, chat. That's it for tonight. We will see you next time. Have a good one. Ciao for now.